wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie. And make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy Ernie the Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 365. That's right, 365, baby. We all year round at this point of the Blerd Cave, the #1 comic book stream on this and any other Earth in the multiverse. Fuck what you heard. That you can find not just here on YouTube. You can find us on Google, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, anywhere good podcasts may be found. And if you do, make sure you leave us a rating so we can find more people just like you. Anyway. Carter, we got us a jam-packed show. We're gonna be talking about some crazy shit, wild shit, most likely.
It's all comic book related, I promise. It's all comic book related.
It will be to some degree.
Part. Except this part when he asked me how I'm doing. Except this part.
Yeah, how you doing? Any interesting bus rides?
I want y'all to see this right here. This is a Spider-Man brand new day thermal cup. I know several of y'all are going to pause what I'm about to say, but when I started pouring water into this thing, it went a lot deeper than I thought it was going to. But the reason I'm showing y'all this is because this was $29.99 at the movie theater. And this is as close as I have gotten to Spider-Man Brand New Day. I have yet to watch this goddamn movie because the 3 movie theaters that are by me have been completely sold out, with the exception of the A and B seats where you just looking at this motherfucker like this here when you watching the movie. I'm not doing that again. I did that for the Batman. I will never do that shit again. So I have yet to see Brand New Day. I have heard how great and fantastic it is, but yeah, this cup right here, this is all I have of anything related to a Brand New Day. That's first thing. All right, now we are done with the non-comic book portion of the Blerd Cave. You would think, but now I want to get into something. I want to give Ernie a pat on the back real quick. So you all know that we have been, or Ernie has been trying to like put me on game when it pertains to like the OG G.I. Joe and like Transformers and stuff like that. Because, well, not Transformers, there's more G.I. Joe than anything because I knew fuck all about G.I. Joe. Well, at one point we were having a conversation about the lead in to the Image Energon universe. A lot of what we're going to be talking about today has a lot to do with Image and making all of these different universes, and the new one they're trying to do right now with Terminal. But going back to Energon real quick, Ernie was telling me about some of the miniseries that had come out for the Energon universe in regards to G.I. Joe. There were 4. You had Duke, you had Cobra Commander, you had Scarlet, and you had Destro. And I was kind of on the fence about getting those because it was $50 for the hardcover, and I didn't really know what story was going to be good, which one was going to be all right, is it really worth it? And my LCS, as all LCSs tend to do, when you got a book on your mind, odds are you might find that bitch in your LCS and you might find it cheap. So I ended up finding on their bargain shelf Cobra Commander. This is a direct market variant of that trade.
That's the best one.
And Duke. Got them both. I don't know if you can see that actually.
Yeah, I can see. Yep. $4.99.
$4.99 for both. And I remember when I showed Ernie that I got them, and I got them for $4.99. I also got Scarlet as well. That one was $2. But I remember when I showed him Duke and Cobra Commander, he was like, "See, man, $4.99 for 1.5 good stories ain't bad at all.
I
Because
mean,
the one concept that Ernie had was that Duke is all right, Destro is fine. Scarlet and Destro really could have just been a little single issue side story, but that Cobra Commander was fucking gas. That those are his words. So
I did say that. I did say that.
so after finishing Duke and after finishing Cobra Commander, I have yet to finish Scarlet because I actually went to the LCS and got Zatanna from Jamal Campbell. This is what got that boy to Eisner. I started reading that, and I also started reading a distillery book that I was kind of on the fence of, but they had the first issue in the bargain bin real quick. It's called Galactic. That's all I can show you.
That's all you can show. You can't show nothing else. Because I was like, oh,
that's all I can show. That was a Tula Lotte variant. If you don't know who Tula Lotte is, you remember that book, that little freaky food book, Somna, that won the item? Yeah, that's her cover. The only reason I got this cover was because that was the cheapest one. It was only $4.99. But getting back to Joe, after finishing Duke, after finishing Cobra Commander, and I know Ernie said, hey, $4.99 for 1.5 good stories ain't bad. I got to tell you, I enjoyed both.
No, they're both good.
Enjoyed both.
They're both good. That was just my way of saying one's better than the other.
Which is true. So, but Cobra Commander was a solid one. Duke was a solid one. Duke was good if you read Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers first. That made it, you understood a little bit of why Duke was doing what he was doing. Cobra Commander was a completely different thing with, I guess that was more Void Rivals than anything with stuff going on in space. But I gotta say, I did enjoy both of them. I enjoyed them both. But what's funny about Galactic #1, I'm showing you this side because I can't show you the other side.
Yeah, that's it might. You can't show no nipple. No nipple.
Here's what's funny about Galactic. So that's the first issue. That was a variant. Okay. Second issue just came out this week. Hey, Ernie.
Yes.
Guess when the first issue came out?
Not last month?
It came out in a month. It came out in a month, but not last month.
Was it last year?
December.
Oh, damn. God, what they waiting on?
Issue 1 of this right here that y'all can't look at the cover came out in December. The first issue was supposed to come out in January, but just now came out Wednesday. Why? Because Distillery went on a little break, and that's how you had that Scott Snyder book take 2 years to come out with the third and final issue. And apparently they're changing, the Distillery is changing their whole thing around. So I think they're only going to be selling the hardcovers of their stories on their website, but I think everything else now is going to be $20 trades is how they're going to do it. But they're still going to be that size, but they're just going to be $20 because they realize a lot of people were not going to spend $30 on a fucking hardcover of 3 issues, and they can't even fit it on their shelf the way they want to. But I just thought that was funny that this shit was, and here's what's funny about that issue is that it's been done. It was finished. It was finished, Ernie. It was supposed to come out in January.
So wait, what
came out Wednesday.
So why did they wait? I mean, it'd be one thing if it wasn't.
Put every book on pause because
that's right. Yeah,
we need a little bit. We need a little bit. We had too much dip on our chip, even though y'all only doing 3 issue goddamn story.
I think I saw a 4th issue of a Distillery book somewhere. I was like, y'all know how to count past 3? What?
So with that, happy you said that, Big Blerd. So normally they do 3 issue stories. That's what the hardcovers have been. Hold up. Shut up. All right. So Time Waits from David Brothers and Chips of Darcy. David Brothers, a lot of you all, I saw you all in the Discord post that Good Devils variants that you got, that I got, and Ernie got. Jock with Gone. This was 3 issues as well. So what they're going to do is that if there are 3 issues, they're going to be $20 in a trade. There's just going to be a trade of this size, magazine prestige format. Anything that goes past 3, like maybe 4, 5, 6, something like that, there's going to be $25.
Okay.
Respectively. So that's how they're going to do things now, because that book with Stephanie Phillips and the other guy that did 100 Boats, that book went past 3 issues for their story, and that story has not been collected yet. There's 2 different Jock stories, one just Jock and one Scott Snyder, that only come out with like the first issue. Wicked and Divine and Young Avengers artist Jamie McKelvey, they have a book that's kind of like some Jack the Ripper kind of shit. That's only had 1 issue come out because of Distillery. So who knows what's going on with them over there. But
well, let me ask you this.
Shoot.
So now that how many years of Distillery we had? Was it been 2-3 years now of Distillery? So I feel like it's been at least a couple. It's been at least a couple of years.
Oh, 2023.
Okay. Would we say that the Distillery experiment has been a success?
Fuck no.
Okay, cool.
What? We can't finish 3 issues. It took a year for a 3rd and final issue of a story to come out when all y'all do is 3 issue stories, big dog.
What? Wait, not Carter. Carter came straight out the gate.
Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
Like, get that shit out my face. Oh, god damn, dude. I think
but no, I don't think that was a success at all. The fact that you doing
that's crazy.
The fact now, even with that format and you're getting more pages, a lot of people not trying to spend $8.99 for a single issue. That's number 1. Number 2, you finally come out with a collected. Not a lot of people trying to spend $30 on 3 issues, right? That's another big thing. And then you all are taking these big ass breaks, or you all took a big break for 3 issue stories. And then if people want to read you digitally, they have to go to the Distillery marketplace, and then you can flip the issues and you can get digital variants of the issues. And I don't know about
they
that.
are the new Valve. They are the new Valve.
They've done a one shot. It was called The Devil's Cut, because Distillery, The Devil's Cut, it's all alcohol related. But that was it. That was them doing a, like, here's a sampler of every book we gonna have. It's just gonna take a year for them to finish 3 issues. So
I was gonna
I think go ahead.
Oh no, I was just about to answer a question because someone asked, have we gotten the Spider-Man Brand New Day? You are late. But by late, I mean, I'm about to say, by late, I don't mean to this stream. I mean, that was Thursday. We talked about that Thursday. Big dog. And that was a different stream. And Carter has not seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, so I don't want to talk about it around him because I want him to go in cold. I want Carter to have nice things. But yes, if you want to tune back, I would say, I mean, yeah, you can hang around, but go check out the Thursday stream, Nerds of Culture, 121 or 122. It was the most recent one. If you go look in the live stream tab. But watch that or tune in next week because we'll be doing a spoiler discussion on it this Thursday, hopefully.
And shout out to Ruby saying no one trying to wait a year for a book. No. Let me correct you. Nobody trying to wait a year for an issue. Not a book.
Issue. Not a book.
Not
issue.
a book, dog. Issue.
Like, it would be different if it was like, if this was like, I mean, it is an indie, deal or whatever, but it's like they got a little bit more cachet behind them than the average indie creator. So like, I'm more willing to give grace in the indie space for something like that. But Distillery is a cut above the normal indie, like, publisher. So it's like I kind of have that grace can only go so far.
He said, let's not bring up the doomsday clock. Wait, shit. I do you one better. Before everybody collectively got him the fuck up out of here, I remember when I was trying to dip my toe in the Sandman, and I was looking at Sandman Overture when it got announced, and I remember the wait for those issues, and I still didn't understand what the fuck any of that meant, even though it was a prequel, but you were supposed to read the main series first before you read the prequel, and it still took several years for that thing to finish. But I want to talk about something. I don't want to talk about no more books that took forever to come out. I want to talk about something with a little bit of girth to it. A little bit of size to it. Y'all remember last week?
Oh, this motherfucker. Go ahead.
Y'all
Go
remember
ahead.
last week when I was talking about a certain big bastard of a book. Remember I was talking about Black Hammer and how huge that library edition was because I couldn't find the trade anywhere else, so I was forced to buy it. Well, we bought the last one. We bought the volume 3 omnibus of Black Hammer, still Jeff Lemire. And I was telling Ernie about this book because somebody asked last week if Black Hammer was good. I think if you like, each omni is very different. The first omnibus, I would say, is more like a character out of time kind of story, and them trying to figure things out in this new land, this new foreign world. The second volume, if you like Doom Patrol, you will absolutely love that second volume. Volume 3 omnibus does not read like 1 and 2, but it's still great. Plus, this is a black book.
Oh, yeah.
I told Ernie that and he started cracking up. Yeah, Jeff Lemire did a black book for Dark Horse. This is all about the daughter of the original Black Hammer taking up the mantle of Black Hammer at some point, while also trying to raise her family, being her husband and 2 children. And that is very easier said than done. But I will say, I do have a complaint with this. The story itself, fantastic. Art, great. Matter of fact, let me show you this right here let me see if I can do this real quick.
Here, I got
with
you.
With old Black Hammer laying the wood to that evil old ass scientist. Right? Donkey Konging that damn scientist, right?
Caved that man whole front side in.
Oh, absolutely did. Absolutely did. That nigga will not be in Rush Hour 3. My only complaint with this collection, it's very weird that they do this. So you know how in a choice Carter paying for Black Hammers is wild. Why would I not pay for myself? Now,
this motherfucker here.
But my only complaint with this, you know how every time you finish an issue of a comic in like a trade or a hardcover, it'll tell you the next issue and then show you the cover. Black Hammer don't do that.
What they do?
Black Hammer just shows you the cover and then just keep going. It kind of like what people want the Energon books to do. We need to know the issues with the cover. I don't know what issues I was reading in that goddamn book. It was good though. It was good.
Well, yeah, it's funny you mentioned big books. Because this book that I have in my hands right now.
Yeah.
This actually might be the first book I do have to get the lectern out for.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get some of y'all might know what I mean when I say a lectern. You know when you go to church, you go to church, they got the little stand and the reverend, he be walking around, he be testifying, things of that things of that magnitude. Yeah, you're wiping his brow because he's sweaty, the motherfucker, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might be the first book that I'm gonna have to bust the lectern out for because this motherfucker is huge. And it's because I actually got
Get
Harrow
the one for that one.
County.
Jesus.
Here, hold here. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all Harrow County. This is the complete edition of Harrow County. This is basically an oversized complete edition, you know, obviously hardcover of the book. If you've read Harrow County, then you kind of get the joke about why this looks like a drawer, like something you'd pull open. It's because in the book there's a piece of skin that is left, or it's a whole skin that's left in a drawer. That's kind of the joke. But the funny thing about this is not only is it a library, like it's a giant size book, but it is also, it's technically a library edition because there were 4 library editions of 4 volumes worth of library editions for Harrow County, because the book ran like 30, I think almost 32 issues, something like that.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, well, it also had a spinoff too. So, but I mean, it's got a beginning, middle, and end. Man, right? Well, the funny thing is, all of the library edition back matter, is in this book. Matter of fact, here, let me go to where the back matter starts. Let's see here.
Ooh, I can't wait to boy. I can't wait for this.
Okay. Here we go. So here, I'm gonna take the one again.
Go ahead. Let me see this.
Where you see
shit, that is a lot.
So like this is back matter.
Okay.
All of that is like, and this is short stories. It's variant covers. They even had a Hellboy. They even had a Hellboy. Not throw this on the ground. They had a Hellboy cover in there. It's also got designs. It's got all the different like design sheets and things that it's got scripts. It's got a thumbnail to you can see all the thumbnails for all the different pages and stuff. So you can see like how they plotted everything out. And let's see here. I think there's even like somewhere here. Yeah, there's the scripts. They show thumbnails side by side. They show there's a there's a painting process for the whole thing. Which is one of the main reasons why I really wanted it. But like basically was showing how he did everything from like an initial sketch to getting it into like, I think he's using like Photoshop to paint. But and then so check this out. This is gonna blow your mind. I want to read this because I think this is important. So Tyler Crook, who's the artist, but he's talking about the painting process. This is for a cover that he did, and this is why I think some of the art actually pops out in this book. But so he says right here, with the initial sketch done, I started on the final pencil drawing. I blocked in the major shapes and larger details in red pencil. Says, then I used the regular graphite lead to do the tight drawing. First, I focused on the main figures. Then I worked out the background details. I scanned the image into Photoshop and removed the red pencils and then tinted the drawing so I could print it on my nice paper.
Okay.
And then he puts it on like an 11 by 17 Strathmore mixed media paper. That's his favorite paper for watercolor. Says, usually I'll ink the drawing with brown ink, but I wanted a softer feel for this cover, so I skipped that and went straight to painting. So I used inexpensive synthetic brushes and professional grade watercolor paint to lay in the basic colors. Watercolor is a transparent medium, so I can build layers of color until I get the result I want. It says the background starts to get darker as defined shapes of the tree trunks, and he says on a separate piece of paper, I printed out the pencil drawing and cut out the main figures. And I use this to mask them off. This is how you can kind of, basically what he does is so they don't get caught up in all the other color that he's like putting on the page. And like just, yeah, like the like this is like literally, yeah, it's like 3 pages of him describing how he went through to make this cover, which is pretty dope cover. But yeah, Harrow County, this is a book we'll be talking about a little later, not today, but we'll be talking about it later.
Where'd you get it?
This one, I got this one from Amazon.
Okay.
I got this from Amazon.
Because Bird Nerd is saying the Harrow County complete hardcover is going for $120 on eBay. The quality must be good. Let me tell you something. It's not about the quality, because that Black Hammer I showed you all, I talked about it last week, specifically this third one I was talking about earlier. That's going for like $300 on eBay. It has nothing to do with quality. It's just people that know that they can try to bust heads for it because they're very limited when they come out, because the creators are having to foot the bill on them, so they're not going to be readily available. So that's motherfuckers that are grabbing it, knowing it's not going to be readily available, and then trying to bust your head because they know you would be one of the motherfuckers that want it. That's why you see all these people going crazy right now over those fucking Queen and Black blind bags and shit. People losing their minds over. That's why. They don't want the cool variants or the peach Momocos or something like that, but they know you want the peach Momoco variants and shit like that. So I'm finna bust your head to make you get it from me. That's what that shit's about.
I gotta save my space. There we go. But yeah, also another thing, the pages, really good quality pages. Like it's like heavy stock pages. I like that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, black. Yep.
Also, shit, and 300, I've seen higher for fucking trades.
Dog, I don't want to delve too. I don't want to go too long into it, but like I was telling you during the week that Marvel is finally releasing the Greg Rucka Punisher run in an omnibus. It's coming out next year, and somebody asked me like, "Do you feel some type of way because you had to like make yours and put yours together?" You dog. When Ernie is talking about 300 for trades, I saw that comment too, and there was I was thinking about the episode Dark Mirror she was on, or Black Mirror, excuse me,
Black
where
Mirror,
she had cornbread on that episode. But when I think about that Punisher custom Omni I have, and to think about the price I spent on them Punisher trades just to get that shit binded and made. Oh yeah, Ernie not lying to y'all. 300, 345 for a hardcover.
What was it? Shit. What was the book we were looking for? We were trying to find the hardcover for Cruel Summer, which is not a big book. It's not a big book. It is not. Like it's a bog standard graphic novel length book. It's not even close to what I was holding with Harrow County. Not even close. And motherfuckers were busting heads for $200, $300, $400 for that book because you can't buy the hardcover anymore. The hardcover's out of print. You can only get the regular ass trade paperback. But so yeah. But yeah, I think and honestly, and I do agree with this. I think that the publishers need to pay more attention to this shit. Because basically these folks are coming in and making a killing off of scarcity. Now, don't get me wrong, I think eBay is good for some things. Like when I talked about, some of the stuff that I was able to find, this was all stuff that they just flat out, it's old, they don't make it anymore. Like just period. It's gone. You're not going to be able to get single issues of the original static run or the original icon run or hardware. Stuff like that I'm way more lenient on. Especially if people aren't busting heads, ridiculous for it. But like shit that's recent, I'm like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. These aren't 30-year-old books. These aren't 40-year-old
Yeah.
books. These are books that came out within the last 10 years. And people are going crazy for it.
Shit. With the Doomsday shit going on, the Secret Wars omnibus I have that the Marvel released, that is like, it's the second half of Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers leading right into Secret Wars. There are people that are trying to flip that motherfucker for like 400.
I believe it. Oh, you know what? Speaking of other books, I forgot to show
Yeah.
this. This is the spinoff book, Tales from Harrow
Okay.
County. This is also a library edition version of it. Lots of good back matter, and the characters in question, it largely focuses. I didn't really talk about what Harrow County was about. It's basically about a young girl who one day discovers that she might possibly be the second coming of a very powerful witch,
Okay.
and how the town that she lives in responds to that. But
Okay.
the character on the front here is another character who shows up in that other book. Emmy is the main character of Harrow County, but Bernice, which is one of her childhood friends, she is basically more the main character of this.
Now, okay, I want you to discuss the story. I want you to keep that right there in your hand, close by. But I need you to bring that big ass holy scripture back out. I need you to do something, because I want to get this off my chest real quick, because I was making people so mad because of a YouTube video, and I was in the comments and people were getting tight. Okay. Now, matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna be in the background. Ernie, take the one real quick. I'm still here, but here's the thing. Shout out to my audio files. Y'all need to watch this more. Okay. Put the little one down real quick. Finna show you. I'm finna tell y'all something. Okay.
All right.
Now you see this big behemoth Ernie got in his hand. Flip it the other way so you can see the pages. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You see that right there? Now, here's my question to the Blerd Without Fear. That big, massive, somebody said Indiana Jones will be proud of how big that book is.
It belonged to the museum.
So here's the thing. Here's what I'll ask you. Because you have not shut up about Harrow County since you started reading it.
Nope.
This is the first time he just talked about it on here. I'm constantly getting messages about how he is just deep into Harrow County, right? Say, for instance, that Dark Horse released that, but instead of it being one huge book, they split it into two.
Okay.
Would you still buy that, or would you rather it be all together like it is right now in your hand?
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if it were like two books, but I actually like it being in one space, because like it's a solid read you just run right through.
Okay. Now,
but yeah.
here's why Carter was making people angry. You can bring me back in.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Because this was a whole argument that was happening in YouTube comments, because it was a video in regards to the Tom Taylor Nightwing Omnibus. Volume 2 came out.
Yeah.
And there were so many people that were arguing because DC is trying to steal money from you. They're trying to squeeze every bit of coin they can out of you, because they could have very easily put that in one omnibus. Now, because it would have been 1,400 pages, they want to split it into two. They just trying to squeeze all the money they can out of you, because they know that was wrong. To which I respond, when it comes to these creator collections, and you all can agree to disagree, that's fine. But when it comes to these collections, if these are books that I am really enjoying, like Ernie is really enjoying Harrow County, I want to be able to pull these books off the shelf at any point, sit down in a lazy boy, and commence to reading. If these are great books that I'm really enjoying. Ernie, can you pull up that Reverend's podium real quick?
Oh, yeah. Here, let me. Where did I? Oh, no.
When
Oh, let me
Hmm.
work my way backward. Here you go.
Okay.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Open in. No, I closed that shit out like 5 ever ago. But
Got
here,
you.
bam. There you go.
Okay. Now, like I said, I would rather grab a little one off the shelf, grab one quick hardcover, sit down in my chair, read that. If I got to put my book on this motherfucker right here to commence to reading, if I got to lay that motherfucker out spread on a table just to read it, can't even be comfortable, have some music. If I got to do this to read it, that's a problem. So I feel like a lot, like that's some shit to where you are going to read it one time and then it's just going to be on your shelf. So I am someone, yes, the Necronomicon stand, yes. Like when I see these big ass just tomes they do, like Ernie and I have showed The Wicked and Divine. Ernie has East of West, which is another one.
That's a big one.
I would much rather have those split into two to where they could be easily read. And I would go back to them more because they are a decent size that's not busting heads. I have not understood people that love these big ass Bibles that they only gonna read one time, or they're gonna be making them nasty to pull them off the shelf. Or they too old, they might snap a goddamn wrist. I give Ernie 10 years and that wrist ain't gonna make it trying to take Harrow County off the shelf.
Well, I will say, I kind of
Let me
see
hear.
some of the umbrage that people have with the Nightwing situation. Because Nightwing,
Okay.
Tom Taylor's Nightwing run is only like 42 issues. Like, I can kind of see that. Like, and to me, I think about 30 to 40 issues is a decent amount for like a single for a single omnibus collection. Under normal circumstances, it really, and also kind of depends on what else you're adding to that, because you also got to take into account back matter. But here's the thing: the reason why I'm gonna actually let Nightwing slide is probably because, and you could correct me if I'm wrong here, but I imagine the back matter situation on the Nightwing book might be decent.
Yes, that
In
was
the,
that was another
omnibus.
complaint that people had, was that like a third of the book is just like back matter stuff. People complained about that. People having a fucking fit about that.
See. This is how I know they're not a genetic freak like me.
But yeah, that was a
Normally-
huge complaint. 1/3 of the book is just back
Yeah.
matter and variants. What the fuck?
See,
Mhm.
normally when you read a hardcover,
Mhm.
normally you're reading 80% story, 20% back matter. But see, the books I like, they're not normal. See, when you read a Blerd Without Fear joint, you got a 33% at best back matter situation. And if you really want to get down and dirty with it, you could easily be looking at a 44 and a fourth and a third's chance of getting about 33 and a third% back matter in the book. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to tell y'all how to live your lives, but back matter is where it's at, baby. Is where it's at. So when you add Kurt Angle to the mix. I'm just saying. Hey, you're right. Samoa Joe, the numbers don't lie. Not the chainmail dude. Hey, look, don't tip me. Don't tip me. I might do it. Look, and you
You
know
can't
what?
wear that. This is just like that Tuskegee school, Ernie. This is a professional environment. You can't wear that.
Hey, I'd be like, man, give me my tuition back. Give me my tuition back. I can't wear my chainmail do-rag. Fuck out my face with that shit. Yeah, no, and that's the thing. I want to see everything. Look, when I read a story, I want to see everything you got. I want you. I'm not saying you got to show me like the whole like character Bible or the story Bible, whatever. But I want to see, like, okay, this is a really good example. I don't have it in front of me right now, but Hackslash had something really good like this.
Okay.
And Revival did too, actually. I think, are my Revivals over here? Or yeah, they're over here. I do have Revival handy, so I can use this as an example. But Revival, where did it go? Is it in this issue? Yeah, it's in this issue. So check this out. So this is gonna sound crazy, so please bear with me on this. But a lot of you remember, those of you who read Revival, you recognize this. This is the sister, the younger sister that is one of the main characters. M used to look really fucking different when Tim Seeley originally came up with the character.
Okay.
She looked more like she belonged in The Crow. Like here, can I show this? Cause okay, yeah. Cause Tim Seeley a freaky ass fool, so let me be careful. I might have to cover. Okay, no, okay, she ain't butt naked. Anyway, but like this is what M used to look like when he initially conceived the story. This is radically fucking different from this character. Which, granted, don't let this cover fool you, but like, under normal circumstances, she's just a regular looking girl with dark hair and a fucking hoodie. Like, that's it. Like, with a stylized hoodie. Like, she looks like she picked up a hoodie from Hot Topic. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I like to see shit like that because I want to see, like, where were your characters when you first started? Did they always look this way? Was there a different plan? Was there a different look that you were going for? Was the story, because those things can enhance how I engage, with the story going forward, knowing that, oh, this was almost this. Or, oh, this is something that, y'all wanted to do, but y'all just never got around to.
Hey, dog. No.
I'm just saying.
No, Osiris. But one thing real quick, Ernie, because we've been talking about how people busting heads and shit. And I remember yeah, I saw it too. I remember one hardcover that I really wanted, just because I wanted it, was Luther Strode, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got the complete compendium for it, which is, it's 3 or 4 trades. They were like 15, 20 issues anyway. But I'm laughing because I looked on eBay. It's $6.12. Okay, Luther Strode collectively is 18 issues in the compendium. But I found the hardcover on eBay right now. That hardcover was $49.99. You want to know how much this person wants for it? The starting bid is $149. But you can buy it right now for $449.
Nigga, what? What? Excuse me? Yeah, I'm good.
But they do free shipping. They do free shipping though, Ernie.
See, Carter, it's shit like that. Yeah, y'all gonna make me have to go and get the headgear out. Y'all gonna make me have to go and get the goddamn headgear out, because, man, this is some bull shit. Oh my
Mhm.
god,
Okay.
why?
Now, with
Um,
that with that being said,
yes.
I
Let's
do want us to knock out these super chats.
yes, I would like to knock out some super chats. Let's knock out some super chats here.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I do want to jump to the one thing here because we got us a Streamlab super chat here. We
Hey.
got us a we got us a happy Saturday, fellas, and happy Spidey Day. On my way to catch the new movie now, but wanted to drop some coins real quick. Have a great show. Thank you, Levesque,
Appreciate
for
it.
that. 1999. Dun, 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 super chat. And then we also got let's see here. We got that boy Jeremiah. Says, what's up, Blurcoa? I'm in your hood checking in. I'm gonna see Brand New Day, so I won't be watching for long. Hey, we appreciate you dropping in. And also, we got Benjamin Loudly with the 2. Say shit, 22 years for Battle Chaser number 10. Yeah, that's true. Actually, that was
I forgot about that.
yeah, I mean, it was a while. It was a while.
Hey,
Shit
dog.
took forever.
Go read Ghost Pepper if you want a better
Yeah.
Battle Chasers that actually consistently comes out on time. Just go read Ghost Pepper.
Trades literally, like I literally just got the where did I set it? I got the fucking trade.
Did you get the variant trade of Ghost Pepper?
No, I wasn't able to get that one. But I got just the regular one, but but shit, I might go back out and look for one.
And the one thing I will say, Ernie, is like Image has been wild with these trade releases because
oh yes,
we were just talking about Hyde Street. The second trade came out Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure did.
Here's the thing. It's issues 8 through 12, so it's not as thick story-wise as the first trade, but it's still next 5.
I think it's because the first one, like the first issue
Was a big one. Yeah,
it was a big one. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, so the second trade is issues 8 through 12. Here's the thing. The 12th issue came out May 27th. The second trade with the 12th issue in it just came out 2 months later. That is
man.
quick.
You know what? Highlight.
They
I see it
want
in
these
here.
bad boys out in your hand. What you see?
They really do. No, Highlight was like, "Oh, I put it in a super chat, but I don't." But it wasn't in the recents. But I see.
Okay.
It. I
What do you
got it. So here, this one, I won't be able to show it, but I definitely can read it. It says, "What up, Cave? Are y'all acknowledging your queen in black?" Had the emoji with the finger up. Said,
Lord have
"LOL," or is it a no go?
So-
Carter and I think Carter and I, we were actually talking about Queen in Black yesterday because we were like, man, what do we want to talk about today? And I ain't gonna hold you, like, I don't remember the exact wording, but the conversation. Oh, you do? I was about to say because all like. Because basically, I felt the sentiment was basically,
we do not care.
It was that with a lot more swearing and laughing in it, is how he said it.
Yeah, I was like, because I was like, you know what? I remember looking. I went on League of Comic Geeks to see, hey, what's on my pull for this week? Because I wasn't gonna be able to make it to the shop, and I was like, okay, yeah, Bishop. All right, okay, Bishop. Okay, cool. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
you know, I was looking to see like, you know, what else had dropped. I was like, I was going through the list. Right here. Where's my? Yeah, because here it is right here. Boom. I was like, yeah, man, I got my Feral. I got new new Red Root, new issue of to send out new issue of Ghost Pepper. Look, I'm looking at it right here, and I was like, huh. Looked up and saw that Queen in Black was out, and I just kind of was like, Anyway, moving on. and kept it pushing because I just do not care. It has nothing to do with being Queen in Black. It's just that I'm kind of tired of the whole null thing. Like why are we like? You know what it is? Either companies are too quick to wear a character out, or they don't know how to let a character be its own thing and stand alone. I don't need a variant of every, like, mark my words. If Colt Period catches on even in the least bit as what I expected to, they're gonna do another Armageddon later. And they're going to give somebody else the Colt Period DLC buff.
Here's the thing with that. And I didn't tell you this, Ernie, but this is how I felt about it if people are just interested in how Carter feels about the whole Queen in Black thing. Didn't Null just get a solo run again too? Yes.
Yes.
Donnie Cates had it right. Okay. It was something very basic. It was something very simple. We're doing all these different things with Venom, but we're still keeping it, for the most part, with Venom basic. It's very basic. It was something from space. He's a symbiote. He's a symbiote that's been on other people. That's it. It's at its core, it's very simple. Who is Null? He's the king of all of them because they have to come from somewhere, and they come from him. Very simple, very basic. But when Al Ewing comes in and he's trying to make it this more grand, fantastical thing, it don't need to be on it. It was very basic. It was very simple. It doesn't need all of what you're trying to do.
Can I tell you why people like Null? Actually, okay, here. DC and Marvel, sit down. Do you know why people liked the Batman Who Laughs and Null when they first came out? Because they showed up, put belt to ass, and basically put the main character on notice. That's why they liked them. It wasn't because they were always around. It wasn't because you kept changing their character or kept constantly shoehorning them into everything to keep them in the forefront of everybody's minds. Like, no, it was because they were new. They showed up. They beat ass. It was basically like they were like comic book equivalents to Stone Cold Steve Austin. When you heard the glass, you knew somebody was about to get broke off, and that's what people wanted to see. They wanted to see their favorite characters go up against an impossible threat. Because you want to know why? Because they are tired of seeing their heroes face the same old villains over and over and over again. So I think that the lesson that both Marvel and DC need to learn is that instead of remixing the new hotness villains that they come out, like, because I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all gonna hate Colt Period inside of the next 2 years. Y'all gonna hate that motherfucker. I promise you. Because Marvel is not gonna learn the lesson. Marvel's gonna look on these internets and see how we laughing and skinning and grinning at how Colt Period breaking motherfuckers off. And be like,
He's
oh
talking
yeah,
about David Colton, by the way,
David,
for all you people
yeah,
that don't show up to Blerd caves like y'all supposed to. He talking about David Colton. He talking about the most recent Captain America in the Chip Zdarsky run.
Yes, I'm talking about the was the Emerald Guardian, or wait, the Emerald.
That still bugs me. That he is wearing the Hydra cap shit from Secret Empire. It still irks the fuck out of me that he is wearing that, and people just act like Carter is just tripping because his previous suit was green. But here's my thing.
Oh yeah.
Again, look at everything that Ernie just said. He put belt to ass. He whooped it. First motherfucker he gets out of here is Sentry real quick, real fast. Who is he? He's the god of the symbiotes. That's where they came from. Oh, word? That was it.
That was it. You didn't need nothing
about
else.
Celestials creating none. Him going through this time period, that time period. He's doing what him and Ram V did to the Venom run, where you made something that was really simple. Y'all got something that was really simple and really basic, and tried to just stretch it and roll this shit up for no fucking reason. There was no reason for that. Now to go back to the Queen in Black question real quick. I ain't gonna lie to you, Carter. Boy, don't nobody give a fuck about no fucking Queen in Black. And then we proceeded to just both start cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, that was what it was.
That's exactly that's one of the things he said about this shit. But when I opened Queen in Black, because I was standing next to people, because a lot of people were opening their Queen in Black blind bags. When I skimmed through them pages and I saw Noel looking like a fresh pair of icy white forces, I put it right back on the shelf. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm super good. I'm super good.
Who is it? Oh, Hera is the okay. I'm good.
Oh yeah, Hella, yeah. Well, the thing is,
Hella.
It was something they had been teasing for a while. And my thing too is that like, and this is, and I know this because this is how horror movies work. When you over-explain the villain loses their mystique. Because I'm gonna tell you, you want to know the direct moment that the Batman Who Laughs lost his mystique? When they tried to explain him. When they tried to give him purpose. When they tried to be like, ooh, let's see if we can make him even more interesting. He was already interesting. He was interesting.
When they gave him Dr. Manhattan powers for some reason.
Like, it was like, dude, why y'all making this motherfucker Dr. Manhattan Who Laughs? Like, dude, like, and not only that, you started trying to make other characters just like him. It's like, here's the thing. The Batman Who Laughs was cool because he showed up, put belt to ass on Batman, and put belt to ass on Superman, too. Like,
hey,
it was
my
like,
name is Captain Diesel. I have a little bit of a following. How do you think you can help me with it? You know what we're going to do? Since you're Captain Diesel, we're going to make Corporal unleaded, right? And then we're going to have Sergeant unleaded plus, right? We got the Blerd without fear. Now we're going to make the nerd that's slightly timid. You see what I'm saying? That's how we're going to do this thing. Okay.
You can't, you have to let these characters stand on their own. You can't, like, honestly, and I can say this because I've read a lot of comics. The characters that people usually love are the ones they don't know shit about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be honest with you. I think one of the few characters, and I would even go as far as to say, like, and this is only because, like, his gravitas supersedes any explanation. But I'm not going to hold you. I started thinking Apocalypse was kind of a dumb character for a while when they kept trying to over-explain his history. And it was only, like, when they got away from trying to explain who he was and just let him be, where I was like, okay, now we're back. Now this is where we need to be. When they kept trying to say, oh, well, his origin is this, and his origin is that, and he used to be here for this, and he used to be here for... I was like...
You didn't have to do all that. You were good with what you had. You had to do all that.
I don't even know all that.
Just to bring it... I want to say one more thing, and then I want to get to the main topic of the thing. But if you want good symbiote shit right now, because I saw somebody bring up they wanted to read more about Black Widow and her symbiote. I read a little bit of it, and it was I was enjoying a little bit of that when she had her own little symbiote.
That was before they relaunched. Which honestly, they should have just kept that. They should. I ain't gonna hold you. They should have just kept that storyline. I don't know. Maybe.
I still feel I enjoyed it, but I feel like, okay, y'all doing too much. Now we got now we got Sleeper running around, just a goddamn cat. I don't know who got toxin at this point. But if you want good symbiote shit right now, if you want good symbiote stuff, I would tell you to wait until Charles Soule takes over in October. He's taking over Eddie Brock Venom. And the one thing that I was telling Ernie about that got announced is that Spider-Woman, there's going to be a new Spider-Woman book that's going to be coming out from Dan Waters. But this Spider-Woman book is going to be a Jessica Drew that currently is carrying Carnage. You already had me at Dan Waters writing Jessica Drew, but that Carnage aspect, I'm willing to give him a trade's worth of a chance because
Yeah.
I liked
I like Dan
Batman
Waters.
Dark Pattern. I like Dan Waters. I did
Yeah.
like I like a lot of stuff I've read from him. So I'm willing to give that book a chance. So yeah, Charles Soule on Venom. We're getting Carnage from Dan Waters. I'm willing to give these books a chance. So I would tell you all the null of it all, the icy white king of the symbiotes. Let that be over there, and then just wait until later down the line till y'all get some good symbiote writing. But to get to
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just say I do want to put a moratorium on everybody getting a symbiote. Can we like I remember when people kept telling me, like I remember when like the Donny Cates Venom stuff was happening and like the
Yes.
like the Absolute Carnage and King of Black shit was going on and people kept saying,
Yeah.
man, dude, does everybody got to have a symbiote? And even then I was kind of like, you know what? It's not that bad really. I was like, lots of characters over time have had symbiotes and even
Nigga,
some
that
of them
symbiote
weren't
shit
even
is
for
X
like
spinoffs now. That shit is X-Men spinoff.
yeah,
form
no,
now.
I mean to the
Lord.
point where like it wasn't until Absolute Carnage, I think people really started to understand how many people have had symbiotes over the years to the point where it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this character had a because when they had that page, when they had that
Carnage
page,
taking everybody's spine out that had a symbiote. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about people who only had a symbiote. There were even people that only had a symbiote for like 0.2 seconds and were getting their
Mhm.
spines snatched. But like the thing was, I was like, okay, even then, I was like, it's actually not as bad as y'all think it is. I said, we're talking about characters spanning decades, not
Mhm.
like the past few months. Well, now I am in agreement with everybody. Can we please stop just giving random and sundry every single motherfucker in the Marvel? Like, because at this point, I feel like Marvel is like Oprah. You get a symbiote. You get a symbiote. You get a symbiote. You get a like everybody got a goddamn symbiote under their chair.
Okay. So with that being said,
Anyway.
I'm truly hoping that Spider-Woman and Venom are just the two. And that they're doing stories
Yeah.
about Spider-Woman and Eddie Brock. I don't need to see
hope-
other symbiotes popping up in them goddamn stories. I want to see what kind of chaos is going to happen with Jessica Drew trying to fight Carnage. I want to see what's going to happen with Eddie Brock and Venom finally being back together and all that. Let that be that. Let that be that. Just let that be.
So let it be
okay?
that and be done with it.
Y'all trying to shove stuff down our fucking throats. I feel like them boys in the Odyssey where they couldn't stop eating. Y'all just forcing us to keep
This
eating these
motherfucker.
goddamn Carnage. The symbiote mess. But-
Real quick,
Go ahead, bro.
I wanna give a shout out to Jonathan Schwinn. Said I randomly met a couple of youths on my block yesterday. One of them was a bit nerdy. I performed my due diligence and recommended the channel. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, because that's how we keep them. That's how that's how we keep the hearts and minds of the future. We got to spread the word.
No, Captain Diesel, the one motherfucker who should have gotten a symbiote, Paul did not get a symbiote.
He
That's
was
who
actually
shoulda got
supposed.
Carnage.
Well, no, he was because I think we talked about this before. He was originally supposed to get the like when they were trying to come up with who was going to be Venom.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember, Al Ewing even said that there was a version, like, you know, that version of the thing where it was like, hey, face it, Tiger, you know, yada yada yada, whoop de woo, whatever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was a version where it was Paul. Because here, I'll show you. There was and I'm not talking about a cover. I'm talking about the interior pages.
Got you.
There was a there was an image that was making the rounds that basically said that, like, yeah, it actually could have just as easily have been Paul as it was MJ. Like, if you look here, well, and this is an image. This is technically from one of the variant covers, but it's also from the interior pages as well.
That's what spoiled it for everybody.
Yeah, basically everybody kind of figured out, and then it was also this cover right here was also the one that kind of gave the game away. Also, this was the cover everybody I think initially saw, which was, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of diabolical that they let it get out like that. But like, yeah, I think that, you know, for me personally, I'd have been okay with it being Paul.
Yeah.
I'd have been okay with it because honestly,
I would have been completely fine with it.
It would have, because I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I like MJ as Venom. Yeah, I don't. I mean, you know, the comic is whatever it is, but I mean, I'm talking about like the idea of MJ being Venom. There's a story there that you could tell.
Mhm.
There's a very good story, a very compelling story where you could like really dig into the pathos of and not to say Al Ewing isn't doing that. I mean, he kind of is, but just I think the overall book itself kind of suffers. But I personally feel like it would have been more interesting if Paul became Venom, because then you could kind of play on that dynamic between him and Peter. Yeah, I feel like that would make things interesting. Where it's like, okay, now there's new Venom running around, and guess who he is? He's my fucking ex's new boo thing, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever. And I think it actually would have made the breakup between MJ and Paul even more compelling. But then they did what they did to Paul, so yeah.
Yeah, it could have, because you would have had Carnage manipulating the fuck out of him. Like, this
Yeah.
is the guy. Spider-Man is the one who took your wife and your kids away from you with all the Tobin stuff and Zeb Wells. Man, they could have did a lot with that, of having him
Yeah.
just manipulated by Carnage. But just to get to the I
Oh,
don't want to talk about Dylan Captain Diesel. I really
Mm.
don't, because it just pisses me off when I talk
Dylan,
about Dylan, how Dylan has completely just been hoed since that Donny Cates stuff.
he has been
Lord
ruined.
Jesus.
He has become a
Um,
whiny little brat.
What
And I don't
everybody
like
thought
him.
Damian Wayne was from them.
Yeah.
That's that Damian Wayne X-Pac heat is what Dylan Brock got
Nigga.
right now.
Here,
But
let me. We got a couple more I want to hit before we move on to Terminal. We got man, our boy Devon Dynamo hit us with the 5 gifted. Love to see it.
appreciate it.
We got Vale Delir also hitting us with that 1999 super chat. Says, just want to say hi. I got to go do some chores in my house. My cousin and I will be at LoreCon. Let them know to get those tickets. Which, by the way, thank you for reminding me. We decided on Founders tickets. You gentlemen stay smooth. Hey, dude, I am looking forward to that shit. I don't know how many of y'all are aware by this point, but yes, LoreCon is a thing. You'll probably be seeing me talk about it a lot more here coming up soon, because we got a lot of really cool stuff coming up. But here, I think, is this the... Yeah, here we go. LoreCon, boom, right here. 26th and 27th of September this year at the Durham Convention Center in Durham, North Carolina. It's going to be lit. We're going to have... well, I'm going to be there. Yeah, that's going to be a thing. There's going to be lots of other content creators that are going to be there. We're going to be having panels, cosplay. There's a fighting game tournament that just got announced the other day, and a bunch of other stuff. It's going to be really good shit. So make sure that you pop in. If you're in the North Carolina area, definitely make sure you pull up. Even if you're not, it's going to be worth the trip. I'm going to be traveling, obviously, because I'm going to be there. I don't live in North Carolina, but I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be hanging out, and I'll have I'm gonna have like a little. I'm gonna have like a little table somewhere. I don't know exactly where in the convention center it's gonna be, but I'll have a table there, and if you want to come pull up, holla at your boy. I'll be there. And I'm also gonna this hasn't been a secret, but I will be. I don't know how many I'm gonna bring, but I am gonna try and bring at least a decent amount of physical copies of Heart of the Darkness #1, which if you pick up, I will sign.
Real quick, Ernie, with you being in North Carolina, are you gonna take your shirt off, twist it around your head, and spin it like a helicopter?
No, God, no.
Okay.
That will not be a thing. Also, man, we got the homie Ralph who tipped us over on the Stream Lab side with the 50. Says, in memory of Mahershala Ali's Blade movie. Man,
I don't even want to talk about it. I want to do exactly what he did and move on. That boy signed a contract for a hat and a voiceover. Think about it. That's all. Real shit.
No. You're not. The crazy part is if I remember correctly, the voice line wasn't one he actually recorded. It was like from something else he did. If I remember right, like I remember somewhere in there, I think it was Chloe Zhao that was talking about it. I think she said that like it was actually a clip of audio from like another movie that
I want to move on now.
But no, thank you for that 50.
Thank you for that
and
50, man.
hey, you know what?
Absolutely.
Let's talk about what we came here to talk about. Carter,
Yeah.
we are going to talk about the new hotness.
Yes, and there is a reason I had these particular books behind me right now. We got Black Hammer, we got Lazarus, we have Transformers and Void Rivals and G.I. Joe. The reason I had those books specifically behind me was because the one thing that all these books have in common is they're all trying to build their world. They're trying to put their stamp in comic books by building their thing. Jeff Lemire, he made his world with Black Hammer. Greg Rucka made his world with Lazarus. And you got Robert Kirkman right now with Joshua Williamson, with Daniel Warren Johnson and Kelly Thompson. They're all trying to put their stamp on this whole Energon universe. And for some reason, with all these people trying to make these universes, Robert Kirkman is already deep into his with Invincible since he's gotten back doing capes and Battle Beasts and Transformers right now.
Mm-hmm.
That big ginger motherfucker said, let me do it again.
one more time for the one time.
Yeah, let me do it again. So that is how we got what we're going to be talking about today.
We're going to be talking about
Terminal. This bad boy right here. If you've been reading a lot of Image, you have seen this in the back of every issue about how this was just gonna be one of them ones.
Oh no, every single podcast, every single website, every single like message board, everybody has been talking about Terminal. And I'm going to just say, let's spoil it right now. I'm going to say for good reason. I'm not going to go into any of the blind bag advanced copy stuff, except for maybe one thing, because there was something I was telling Carter about that it's information you would only have if you read one of the blind bags. But some of this information got leaked online, so I'm just really pulling from the stuff I saw that got leaked. So what is Terminal? I'm gonna just say it right now. And I think the Image Comics solicit for Terminal is pretty open and honest about this. Terminal is a love letter to the 90s era of Image Comics super teams and all that entails. If you are someone who, if you were somebody who loved books like Cyberforce or Wildcats or Stormwatch or Brigade or was Wetwork, Team 7, all that shit. If you like stuff like this, this is that kind of era of comic that that this book is speaking to.
I don't like you just did that.
What did what?
There's a book you clearly forgot, and I feel like you didn't say it on purpose.
Oh yeah, there's one. Here, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to mention Blood Squad 7. I forgot to mention, y'all. I am so sorry. By the way, y'all, the amazing, the immaculate, the absolutely incredible, the superior Blood Squad 7. How could I forget Image's premier superhero team from the 90s? How could I have done that? I have no idea.
That was a good one. He got me on though. He got me. I wasn't expecting that. That was a good one.
Yeah. Which, by the way, got that third trade. Guess what?
Oh, you did end up getting it cold.
And by the way, you know what? I want to show you something, Carter. Because remember, you told me this was in damages.
Yeah.
You want to know what the damage was?
What was that? Take the one.
Oh, wait. Wait, hold on, let me.
Yeah, take the one.
Well, you see that little, white? See that? You know what that's from, right?
I know what that's from.
Someone probably dropped. Somebody was probably holding the book in the warehouse, and it fell out the hand. Oh shit! And it hit the ground, like did a little boop on the ground. And he's like, "Okay, we gotta put that in damages, pimp. We gotta put that in damages."
Love damages, dog. I have not been done dirty, not one time. You ain't lying, boy. It went from a 10 to a 6 by one drop. Show did.
It sure did.
It
fucking did. It did.
That little chip went from $20 to $8 real quick. God bless in-stock trades. I swear to the Lord, I swear.
Hey, you are correct. Blood Squad 7 is better than Young Blood wishes it was as good as Blood Squad 7. It wish. But no, I do want to, I jest. I jest. I make fun. But yes, it is true. This is a love letter to all those things. Honestly, I would even go as far as say some things outside of Image Comics. If you are someone who is a fan of X-Men, this is a comic that kind of speaks to you. And the reason why is because this is a story about a battle between two factions. Now, these factions are incredibly powerful people. These are people who have a genetic predisposition towards having superhuman abilities. Now, unlike the X-Men, they are not born with these powers. They're born with a genetic predisposition. So the power has to be activated by an outside stimulus, and typically one very specific one. And this is where we kind of get into the meat of the matter. It is basically, this is a battle between two groups. One called the Activator, and the other being the Awoken. So these two factions. Oh wait, I pulled up the wrong images. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to pull these images up. Wait a minute. Let me get the right ones. I apologize. The activated, or the activators. I'm sorry. The activators are okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of nebulous as to which ones are the good guys and the bad guys, because they're kind of doing some funky shit with what these groups are doing. And I think as you read the story, you'll kind of figure out for yourself that maybe the lines aren't quite as clear as maybe they might initially have been laid out. But once again, it's only stuff you would know if you have looked into some of those blind bags. But these characters featured on this cover, this is the Activators cover, and then they had a second cover that came out. This was I think it was this one here. This is the Awoken, and the Awoken, they are painted as the bad guys. They are unscrupulous, violent, dangerous. They are very quick to throw hands. Like, there's a lot of books and stories I could compare this comic to. One of my favorite comparisons is one I have not heard anyone say anywhere else. And it's not from an American comic, it's from a manga, and it's X 1999. Because it's, for those who don't know, X 1999 was a manga by Clamp that was about two rival factions, the Dragons of Heaven and the Dragons of the Earth. And the Dragons of Heaven, their mission is to protect the Earth from destruction, from being destroyed, or rather to protect humanity from being destroyed by the Dragons of the Earth. The Dragons of the Earth, their mission is to destroy all humanity to protect the Earth. Like, fuck everybody on it. They want to save the planet. So they will destroy every single living person on it in order to achieve that goal. Now, it's not to say that these people have the exact same purpose as those factions, but just saying, like, how you can look at either side and be like, yeah, one of you is technically trying to do something that's bad, but I mean, you're doing it for a good reason. So it's kind of like like I said, there's a lot of moral gray area in these groups. But then you also factor in that these characters, these characters that we follow, they are all within the trappings of a 90s superhero image comic series. They have names like Blaster and Crusher and what was there was another name that I saw that was kind of hilarious as well. I forget the name of the speedster. It escapes me at this precise moment. But like, yeah, they all have funny superhero names. Like superhero names that you could tell. Well, I think they definitely put a lot of thought into them. It was like, it would sound to someone who didn't know any better, would sound like they didn't put a lot of thought into them. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Basically, Carter, do you want to tell people I guess kind of give them, without going into spoilers, because the first issue, I'm not gonna lie, is difficult to talk about without spoiling the fuck out of the book. But Carter, do you want to take a moment? I mean, I don't want to go into like what all the shit that happens at the end, but more just like
of
setup.
course not, of course not. So
just a setup.
This, I was kind of on the fence on it, just because with Ernie saying that this was more a 90s love letter, I was not able to experience that like he was, like a lot of you were able to, because I wasn't allowed to read them back in the day. So I was coming in with a fresh set of eyes, and what I got was an enjoyable comic from Robert Kirkman where no one is safe. Reading not the final page, but the letter from Robert Kirkman that was in the first issue, of like how he's doing this comic and how he's trying to write Terminal like he wrote Invincible, in the sense of you're trying to do an entire universe in just one comic. That was able to help me a little bit more to know that this comic, I'm not going to have to read the side story, this, that, and third. Everything that's happening in that world is going to be happening in this one. And if this first issue was any indication, hey, it's going to be a lot of bodies. It's going to be a lot of bodies. This feels almost like if the 90s comics that you all are such big fans of, if they were actually able to play it straight. And I remember that was one thing that a lot of people used to tell me about Invincible. Anytime Invincible used to get recommended to me when it was first coming out, it was like, this is how a superhero would be in the real world. This is how this book would go in the real world. It reminded me of G.I. Joe, honestly, the current run from Joshua Williamson, because the reason, that the cartoon back in the day was the Joes and Cobras shooting lasers at each other was because you couldn't have kids shooting guns. But then you read Joshua Williamson, folks getting lit up by them lasers. They ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Those caskets all around.
I mean, it's like just the opening. Well, not the opening, but like, because that's a different thing altogether. I don't want to show that, but the first fight you see, this one right here, it's two random characters. We have no clue who the fuck they are, because literally it's the beginning of the book. But like, all you know is their code names, because like you see here is like, one's like, oh hey, nice shot, Blaster, or whatever. And the guy's all like, I'm gonna make sure they don't bury I guess in regards to like his whatever it was the imp was trying to like I guess procure before their fight. He's like, I'm gonna make sure they don't bury you with it, imp. Like, it's that type of stuff.
It almost reminded me of like one of the 90s cartoons I used to grow up with when I was reading it, just because the first thing it does, it starts with some wild ass fight to make you sit on the couch and watch whatever this cartoon is. So I got a lot of those vibes when I was reading that first issue until the outcome happened, and I was like, oh. Nobody, and here, I don't even think I could, because basically the shot that comes after this is the shot that lets you know, it's a face-off between them. If you've seen a samurai cartoon or movie, they both on opposite sides, they run at each other. Who's gonna fall? This is one of those.
And I'll just say, one of them is not gonna be in the next Rush Hour. Let's go ahead and just put it like that. But no, like the story largely revolves.
I thought that was a running joke you was doing, Dan. YouTube's own AI says that Dan exclaims is AI.
Diabolical, which it's funny.
Isn't that why you started showing your face on videos more? So that YouTube knew you were a fucking person?
Well, no. Okay, so when I first started showing my face on my videos, it was a long while back, but like I did it because I wanted people to actually know.
Oh no, I'm talking about Dan.
Oh,
I knew you. Yeah, I'm talking about Dan.
Yeah.
I thought that was like Dan started showing his
Probably,
face in a lot more of his shorts and shit. With like, no, I'm a whole white man. I'm real.
Yeah, it's like
they crashed your channel. Jesus.
Yeah, well, so I'm gonna tell you. So here's okay. So here, and this is why here. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull this up. This is why I keep talking about the importance of the hype button, because on top of YouTube basically tanking Dan's channel, they've been doing it to me too. And they've been doing it to a lot of other creators even bigger than either of ourselves. And basically using I'm not saying y'all got to do it on these live streams, but definitely do it on like my other videos. Like if you see I got a new video out, boom, put the hype on that. Because that is how videos are getting recommended to people. But I think a lot of what's going on with Dan is them just targeting him for the assumption that his channel is AI when and I don't think he would mind me. Dan, I don't think Dan minds me saying. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but Dan showed me a video that is clearly on his channel that YouTube could literally go to. That is basically a proof of personhood video that like it's like a little short video where it's just him. Like there's no shenanigans. It's just him talking. No, and also a video before generative AI could do the shit that it can do now. Like even before AI was readily available, generative AI was readily available to the public. So like it's an older video. It's older. I think because when was that video? When Dan, remind me when that video was from. Remind me how old that video was, because I think I don't remember the exact date, but it was like years ago. I feel like I mean I could be misremembering.
2023.
Okay, so yeah, so 2023, which I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, so Gen AI was technically around, but it was not popping. It was not popping in a way where you could literally like fake a whole person's identity, convincingly. Oh my god.
Yeah, I hate that's a thing that's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, and here, this right here says, this from David Harris says, hey, Blerd, you might want to check your books, man. YouTube has been missing for a lot of people's money here these days. You know what? That is probably you're probably, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that because I haven't really been watching them carefully, but I'm probably gonna have to start looking at it a little more closely because I mean, honestly, I feel like right now, because I know they've done an algorithmic shift. They've been very open about the fact they've changed the way the algorithm works now. And this is why I keep telling people being subscribed to the channel. Here, PSA time. Being subscribed to the channel, not enough. It's not enough anymore. Hitting that subscribe, but even tapping the notification bell is not enough anymore. You have to do everything. You have to like the videos. You got to be subscribed. You got to have that notification bell clicked, and you've got to use the hype button because creators are out here fighting for their fucking lives right now. I was literally watching a YouTuber who is infinitely bigger than myself. I think she's like closer to 1 million subscribers. Or no. Well, her main channel is closer to 1 million subscribers. Her secondary channel is under 500 because she was even talking about how like one of her new videos had blown the fuck up beyond like the normal spectrum of her usual videos because so many people were hyping her video. So yeah, that's the thing. Like YouTube has changed the meta.
with all these bot channels or that I see in people's comment threads running around here, like, dog, this is.
I don't. Yeah.
And the one thing that always trip me out is like, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
having to subscribe, having to like, having to hit the notification bell, having to they really want people to jump through all these fucking hoops.
Because it's engagement. They want maximum. They want maximum engagement.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but like, they're
But to kill
asking for too
somebody's
much.
shit though, because he didn't jump through every hoop. He jumped through 5, but he should have jumped through 6. That's
Right.
nuts.
No, that's exactly what it is. That's 100%. And also, and this is all while punishing people for watch time, people clicking away from a video after a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes and not watching the whole thing. All of that on top of the 10 million other things they want you doing, because we haven't even talked about sharing the video. We haven't even talked about commenting on the video. Yeah. So it's like, look, and once again, I know on my part, I know it is a lot to ask of somebody to jump through those hoops, even though realistically they're very simple things. But I understand because I am not just a content creator. I am a content consumer. So when I watch other people's videos, hell, sometimes I forget to click the like button on videos that I clearly watched through their entirety. I sometimes forget to use the hype. To be fair, a lot of the channels I follow, they can't be hyped. But the ones that can be, I try to whenever I can. And yeah, I think that it's one of those things where we'll just have to play the waiting game and see. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
the one thing that always trips me out, Ernie.
Yeah.
I swear. It's just like, I can go on a Dan video right now and see some big booty girl talking about how much she loves Dan Exclaim's videos and that she loves when he will wipe the bottle with the towel. And that is the best portion of this video at timestamp, comma, and they forget the timestamp because the big booty girl that's making the comment not real. I love Blerd Without Fear's video, especially when he talks about X-Men mutants, especially when he's talking about Aurora Monroe, formerly known as Storm. What the video about? Politics. What the fuck is this comment doing, dog? Like,
it's so. There was a metric that said like more than 30? Was it 30 or more? 40% of people you interact with online are not real people.
Like,
it's crazy.
With those fucking things running rampant, but y'all doing channels that have gangs. Like, come on now.
It's also, I was talking to Comic Drake about this the other day, but yeah, they basically they're also doing this thing where they are recommending people's older videos, but not their newer content. Because I've actually been seeing like people people I follow, like their older videos will pop up on my feed.
I told you about that because that was several weeks ago. I told you about that, but for whatever reason, your very first Blerd cave got recommended to me for some reason. Don't know why.
That's crazy.
But literally the very first Blerd cave, none of the new stuff, but the first Blerd cave.
The very
first.
That's insane.
That's interesting.
I don't even understand that shit. That's seeing 2 to 5 year old videos in the queue. Yep, same. Yep. Same. And no, and I've been in the same goddamn like not the exact same boat because they're hitting me for something completely different. But like I remember how hard I had to fight and claw my way back into relevancy years ago. And I didn't mean to go far afield here, but like when I got my first channel strike. And I couldn't live stream. Basically, it tanked my watch time average, so YouTube stopped recommending me. And then, like, I basically had to, like, I basically built my algorithm, or I built my channel up brick by brick. It got knocked down. I had to build it back up brick by brick again. Yeah. And I feel like I'm about to be put into a situation where I'm probably going to have to do that again. And I don't know if I got it in me. But I mean, I'm gonna do it because
turn that Blerd Got Game channel into the Blerd Cave channel or something. Let this be the videos and let that be
actually
stream.
I've actually kind of romanced the idea of doing that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see, but I will say this.
Romance in front of me. Jesus.
Hey, no romance without finance. Or whatever it was women used to say back in the
No romance without financing what he just said. This nigga just admitted he pays for it. Hey, bro, talk about terminal, dog. What is wrong with you telling
Anyway,
your
I'm
business out here, over here buying pretty womans and shit?
What
This
was it?
nigga is Richard Gere out here. Jesus Christ. An officer and an Ernie. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, look. You know, we do what we got to do out of here. But no, to get us back on track, we are following the story of a young woman by the name of of Marilyn Howe. I'm sorry, it just was making me giggle. But no, basically, she's a young woman who is trying to find her sister Alessandra. That's basically how we kind of get into the main story of what's going on in this book. She's basically, she talks about how she's lost her job, she's lost friends, she's lost other members of her family. She's basically kind of ruined her life, basically pouring all of her time, her resources, and efforts into finding her long lost sister. They got separated, long time ago. And she ends up, while looking for her sister, she ends up stumbling into the conspiracy of what we talked about earlier, with the soul glows and the no-dos. The war between the activators and the awokens.
I can't trust you anymore, dog. I can't. 'Cause when I told you that joke, I was not expecting no-dos. I was not expecting to see fucking no-dos, bro.
Hey man, hey, look, it's that max strength, fast acting.
Shit, you talking about max strength? Fearless mode with the 100. That's max strength right there, boy. He said,
Brother.
I remember when I was temporary banned for sharing a meme you called Blerd, called it out immediately, and educated me on why it's offensive. Thank you for that. We need more of it. Keep up the great work. I'll catch the stream later. Gotta adult. At least there's somebody out here that's fucking adulting and not running to go see goddamn Spider-Man. Praise Gearless Mode. Actually doing what a grown ass is supposed to do. Not spending $45 on popcorns and elongated shaboings from the movie theater.
With the deep cup. With the deep cup.
Hey, I can't lie. This is a deep cup. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It really is. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Motherfucker.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I was like, God damn, that's like 2 bottles of water right there. God damn. Man, you put a 3-liter in that. Shit.
Thank you for that 100 deals.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
we do appreciate it. Thank you. And also, man, adulting, man, not for the faint of heart. But man, look, get it done, brother. Man, thank you for that hundo, and man, just literally hitting us with the good shit. Which, you know what? Let me make a note of something. But
the Jerry curls versus the mullets. That'd be one way to remember Terminal.
Yeah, that is one way to do it. That would definitely. But
well, because ain't nobody got a Jerry curl or mullet. We got a sister with some braid.
Yeah,
and we got another sister that's clearly just Amanda Waller if she was swole.
Well, that is the real big swole. But no, just to get it on track, you can even see here. You see the notice of eviction here. That's how far she's gone. Like to the point where like she's literally about to get put out her house. That she's been trying to find out all this information, and she does end up finding information, but she ends up finding something that's a little bit more than what she had initially bargained for. And she ends up being chased after by one of the characters that we were talking about earlier in the story. She ends up being found by Imp. But not only is she found by Imp, and this is like a classic superhero thing where the bad guys or supposed bad guys find a person, they chase the person down, and then the person that you're chasing ends up running into the hero of the story, so on and so forth. This is what's happening here. Imp is chasing Marilyn, and she ends up by happenstance running into her actual sister, Alessandra Howe, aka Crusher. And the way they kind of imply is that Crusher is possibly the strongest person on Earth, or one, or at the very least one of the strongest people on Earth. And that kind of gets us into the powers, everything you've kind of already seen. Imp kind of seems like Toad with Flame Fist as opposed to like, and Flame Claws as opposed to like, he's always jumping and bouncing around like Toad, but he's got like the kind of side, like he's got these flaming claws on his hands or whatever. Like, yeah, this is the thing. These people, they were not born with these abilities. They got these abilities because they basically were affected by an ancient artifact that unlocked their full potential. So that is like why you pretty much like you got to bring them to the you got to bring them to the command. That honestly is kind of closer to the truth than it is not. They couldn't just be more phenomenal on their own. They had to be brought to the command center. They had to be brought to the command center, and they had to get the DLC pack. They had to get the DLC pack. The updated joint with the update. But no, basically, this is how Marilyn finds out that her sister is effectively a superhero. And it's kind of off to the races from there. And because she is related to Alessandra, there's the possibility, is every possibility, that she could be a superhero as well. And that's as far as I kind of want to go with that particular part of it. But like, yeah, the world that they exist in, like they're not the only ones. There's multiple other characters who get involved in the shenanigans. There's a point where we're introduced to characters like Theed and what was the other brother's name? Ethan. Who we discover, they're also part of this group. There's a point where earlier in the story, when they're having the memorial for another character that for Blaster, because clearly Imp is still around. But one of the characters is clearly like encloaked. You actually don't see who that character is or what they look like. I mean, technically, you do see them on the cover, but like you don't know it's that character or which character it is until like you get to the second issue. But no, it's really crazy how they do the whole thing where they set this whole thing up where it's very reminiscent to me of like the Wildcats, how you had the Cherubim versus the Daemonites.
Okay.
Like, whereas as opposed to being like rival alien species, it's like just rival genetically superior people. But like how they're kind of waging the shadow war, like trying to get, like, honestly, it's very reminiscent to me of that first. Dude, I just unlocked this. This issue is very reminiscent to me of that first issue of Wildcats, where they go to try and find Voodoo, because that's exactly what happens. The Daemonites show up to try and get her, and guess who's right there waiting on her? The fucking Wildcats show up like, oh, hey, we're here too. And then like Voodoo's world gets opened up to like, oh, there's this whole thing going on. Like, that's why I kind of say like it's very much a love letter to that 90s era, because honestly, that was a lot of Image Comics back then. There was always something that was going on, and like a random character is getting introduced into the fray, and it's like, oh my God, this is wider world I didn't know existed. And I think that, honestly, I know we talked about Robert Kirkman a lot in the midst of this, but I don't want to shortchange the rest of the creative team, because once again, we do have we got Robert Kirkman of Invincible, Walking Dead, Void Rivals, of all that fame. But we also have friend of the channel, Joe Casey, on the book. And for those that don't know, Joe Casey, who is the one of the co-creators of Ben 10 and Generator Rex.
Sunglasses when he was writing this.
I bet he was. He probably was. That I have never seen Joe without sunglasses ever, and I've talked to this man multiple times. And I want you to understand something. He doesn't put the sunglasses on before we start the interview. Like he gets on the call, like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then he's like, "Oh, hey, are we ready to start? Here, and put my sunglasses on." No, he gets on the call with the sunglasses. When the interview's over, he still got the motherfuckers on. That's the coolest motherfucker I've ever met. That said, Joe Casey co-wrote this book with Robert Kirkman. So yeah, he is very equal in this. For those unfamiliar, Joe Casey also wrote the back when Cable first got his own series, Joe Casey was on that book. He used to write X-Men back in the day. And he also used to write Wildcats during an era where the Wildcats were kind of slaw for a minute until Casey got on the book. Because like when Wildcats started, it was God, I forget the name. Well, Jim Lee was co-plotting, but primarily on art. I forget the name of the it was Brandon Choi, I think, that was on Wildcats. And the book started off great, was getting good, and then as time passed, both Jim Lee and Brandon Choi kind of left the book, and then like other writers came in, and then eventually Alan Moore came in, and the book started getting good again. But then after a while, you could tell Alan Moore just stopped giving a fuck, and then like the book just started getting real slaw. And then Joe Casey came back and helped bring the book back up.
So every time, I don't know what you said there was a moment where I don't know whose name that was, but it kept cutting out. Where you if it kept cutting out every time you said the name, I'm assuming you were talking about the original creator.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because the name you said, you doing too much. You can't say that name anymore. You know, it's the original creator. That's what his name is.
Oh yeah. No, I want to apologize. Yeah, we're not allowed to say the other one. I don't want to give it away. But no. I'll just say that. For me, I think that Terminal shows a lot of promise. This is a book that I think is, if you are that person, you're like, hey man, like, oh, you know what? And this is valid. If you're one of those people like, man, I'm not getting jiggy with the current X-Men shit, go try Terminal. Because I think Terminal might be right up your alley. It's not going to be the exact same thing. I'm not saying it's not mutants versus like a world that hates and fears them. No, it's not that. But I'm just saying, like, if you like kind of the vibes of X-Men, it's there.
If you, I got one for you because you keep saying X-Men, and I did kind of get a vibe. Like, I wasn't thinking X-Men, but you kind of hit the nail. One thing that was happening when I was reading this first issue was I did feel like, now that you said mutants, it felt like a mutant who was in a bad situation, and then the X-Men showed up. They don't know who the X-Men. Come with us. There are people with us that are like you. Come with us. And then instead of being like, you get the scene of like, okay, come with us on the like, come with me if you want to live kind of deal. And then you get the whole like, let me walk you around the school while I just give you a hell of a lot of dialogue explaining and stuff. You do get those vibes in this first issue for sure. I wasn't thinking about it until you said X-Men a lot. And I kind of see if like that kind of old OG X-Men book. Yeah, I can see it. I will say that I feel like that's kind of a spoiler. I will say Robert Kirkman and Joe Casey did do a good job in the sense of we're focused on Marilyn in this first issue, and they do this thing which a lot of books tend to do, where if it's about a certain character, they'll have a journal log that they're writing about, and that's how you're getting their thought processes going out through the entire issue. And they did a good job of making you feel for Marilyn and everything that was going on around that character. Being, you've been looking for your sister, don't know where your sister is, you about to get your ass kicked out, and now she just show up in front of you with the John Romita Jr. head and just low haircut. Like,
Look like
That-
Amanda
that's an
Waller that
ex-
got swole.
Yeah, that is literally that's what a new 52 Amanda Waller wishes she was, not just skinny, but
Yeah, because like you look, I mean, this is her. Like this is obviously a different cover, but yeah, basically she came out with she got her shit natural, like, and faded too. I was like, God damn.
you couldn't see her in a kitchen and just be like, "Hey, babe," and then just smack her on the ass. You're getting choked.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not in a fun way. You getting
No.
put in all kind of headlocks, and every time she flexes that bicep,
Oh, yeah.
all in your throat. You getting put to sleep.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't do that to her.
Oh, no,
you
no.
can't do that to that woman. No.
You're not clapping her cheeks. She clapping your cheeks. Well, I'm just
That
saying.
noise would sound like your fist hitting the table. It's not even gonna sound satisfying.
Right? You
It said
like,
Grace
no.
Jones if she joined Cyberforce.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's one
mean,
way.
honestly, but honestly, I would not be shocked if I reach out to Joe Casey and be like, hey, what was the idea y'all had in mind for Alessandra? Like what was like the design, idea y'all had? I would be shocked if he said Grace Jones. I would not be shocked at all.
But yeah,
And the
dude,
thing
this
is,
was
she's a bad she's a bad motherfucker. She's a
I like that cover.
bad.
I do like that
I
cover.
love this cover. It's
That's a dope cover.
fantastic.
I do like that one.
It's there's a lot of, to me, there's a lot of really good stuff here. There's a lot of really good stuff. Also, first off, if this gets points for me, even though yes, ain't none but white motherfuckers on this book, but it does get points for me for putting black characters front and center. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I was kind of holding off on saying this because I didn't want to make Carter laugh, but y'all know me.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
This is a black
No,
product.
that don't count. It's
No,
two.
Not quite. There's a third. It just, you have it. You'll technically.
Yes, there is.
Yeah,
Yes, there is.
yeah.
Brother and his partner and his man. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. There is three.
Yep. It's three of them. It's three of them. And you know what that means? If it's three of them, it's a black product. It is a black product. Because, like I said, you got old.
What if
girl.
when I'm going to wait? I gotta hold you there. Okay, there's three.
Mm-hmm.
But if one of them is going to meet Jesus and we going back down to two, is that still count?
Hey.
Oh shit! This nigga took it. Oh, okay, bro. Oh, okay, bro. I completely. This person didn't. So okay, that portion of the story we're getting what I was explaining earlier, where our main character is getting everything explained to her. This is the lay of the land. This is what you've been missing out on. This is where your sister has been. But we also get the flip side of that coin of while the person we're following is getting stuff explained. Now we're seeing the baddies. Now we're seeing who will be the antagonists for this. So they don't even that black person don't even speak, and he's using that one.
Hey, well, to be fair, he does get lines in the next issue.
Okay, and that's another thing because Ernie keeps bringing up future issues, and I know we were talking about the Queen in Black blind bags earlier. So here's the thing. This has been happening a lot with Robert Kirkman penned books. If you all remember, there was the Void Rivals blind bag, and then people started getting the first issue of ROM in that one. In the blind bags for Terminal, you were either getting the first issue, or in some cases, people have been getting issue 2, people have been getting issue 10, people have been getting issue 7. So
I think I even saw 6 out in the wild.
Okay, so that's why Ernie keeps bringing that up, because if you were lucky, you already know what's going down in the next issue or 2. So
I was actually shocked by
that's
that.
a very interesting thing to do as well. But like I told Ernie yesterday, when I found this out, at least that means they got several issues in the bag right now.
Cocked and loaded, man. Like just right.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, just let it off. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I really gravitated towards this, because I was like, dude, they are so confident in what they have that they don't give a fuck about you reading ahead.
Yeah.
And I can say, I haven't read the like I said, the only thing I saw was like some stuff from like the second issue. I haven't seen 7 or 6 or 10 or 8, 9, any of the other whatever. I forget what all books they actually said you could have gotten in those blind bags, but they're saying, hey, look, we ready. And honestly, right now, I know that, like, from a monetary standpoint, yeah, Image is never going to outpace Marvel or DC Comics when it comes to raw sales. But here's something I think Image Comics will always outpace Marvel and DC on, and it's good stories. Because you don't see them doing no...
with this. They might, because X1 is asking, then how the fuck are you supposed to read this? You're gonna have to buy one of the regular first issues off the shelf, and then gonna have to pick up one of them blind bags as well, and just hope you got one of the future issues, or you just got a regular variant for the first issue. So hey, doing I don't want to say nasty scumbaggery, but doing stuff like that, they might catch up in them sales, because they are purposely making you double dip.
Well, and I would also say too that, like, whenever Image is this confident in something it's usually for good reason. Same way as they were so confident. They were confident, like not all the way to this degree, but they were vaguely as confident as this with Exquisite Corpses. And I feel like they think they have another Invincible on their hands, something that could potentially grow to be more than just a comic book. The way that I've seen them talking about it.
The letter that he penned in the back of the first issue, he says as much. Like, this is gonna be he's trying to get this to be the next Invincible.
And it's and here's the thing: Robert Kirkman is a franchise machine. The man is already...
That is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, because I mean, what was it? Now, I will say, I think one of the franchises that came from one of his books didn't go anywhere. But or I mean, like, there was like there's a third adaptation or something that he was like connected to that was outside of Walking Dead and Invincible that didn't go anywhere. I can't remember what it was.
Outcast?
Was that? Yeah, I think, was that it? Was that the one that they tried to do an adaptation of that didn't go anywhere?
Okay, so here's the thing. They did do an adaptation of it. The problem was it was on Cinemax, so nobody knew it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that one didn't get off the ground good. But like now, and see, honestly, and I think this is why he was smart to put Invincible with Amazon. Everybody got fucking Amazon. Everybody getting Amazon Prime for one reason or another. So that show is on a platform where it's a high chance that somebody's gonna be able to watch it. So and then AMC or not AMC, but Walking Dead was on AMC. It was on AMC. So and that's like that's readily available cable.
Yes, everybody has basic cable. Everybody has Amazon. I got you.
So
you fucked up putting that on Cinemax,
man. But dude, I was like, look, because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Some of the best Cinemax had some good shows. Banshee was on Cinemax, but goddamn, it was on Cinemax. Who the fuck got Cinemax in this?
Or who's watching Cinemax for that?
No, exactly.
Who watches Cinemax? So yeah, I get you there, because I think one of the smart things he did, because a lot of people tend to forget this. Originally, Walking Dead was supposed to be on HBO.
Yes, it was. And I don't remember the circumstances surrounding why it shifted, but that all of that is Native saying he is 2 for 3 on the franchise adaptation. And honestly, Outcast spectacularly failed. I'm talking about epic levels of failure. But the 2 that hit, motherfucker, Walking Dead still got spinoffs coming on right now. They just brought back, what was that?
Dead City.
Yeah, the Negan Maggie run off in the sunset together. I still don't understand that show. I like honestly, fundamentally, I can't fuck with that show.
There are so many people in that fan base that are on some I wish you would when it comes to Dead City.
Oh,
everybody is unanimously like, I wish you fucking would. Talking to them showrunners, I wish you would try to put them together. And all I can do is hope that it don't get to that point. I hope it don't get to that point for y'all because I don't know if you know, are you watching Raising Kanan like that? Because I can spoil. I want to say something.
I'm not current, if that's what you're asking.
I don't want to spoil.
But I mean, I'm aware of some stuff that happens because someone said it in the chat earlier.
Okay, so fan favorite character Marvin, he dies this season. Well, he dies the most recent episode. The showrunner, the writer for the show, was being interviewed recently, and he was talking about how I know a lot of people aren't going to like that I did what I did, and you all think you could write it better. That's cool, but this is my choice. And that was his response to people that were talking about the plot holes that shit actually opened up. Because a lot of people are like, but in the original Power, Kanan said this about his uncle and this and this and that. And it's just like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm writing what I write, is what he's doing right now.
I ain't gonna lie, that is
so that's what people are nervous about when it comes to Dead City. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of that. We writing what we write. We want Jeffrey Dean Morgan and the old girl to make out, and they gonna do that. So I'm holding out hope for y'all that they don't do that shit. I'm holding out hope.
They're gonna do
holding that hope.
And that's going to be the moment the show's going to jump the shark. And I mean, which is crazy because Walking Dead itself as a universe has already jumped the shark like several times. But
they already they made it a point to say, Ernie, that in Walking Dead time, that show takes place 10 years after Glenn met the Bat. So I'm like, why y'all saying that? Because 10 years is enough time for her to ignore the fact that he caved her man's head in or some shit so they can get the skins. Hey, dog.
There is no, I'm gonna be honest with you, there's no fucking way. There is no fucking way. Kiss my whole and entire ass.
Back to Terminal real quick.
Yes.
Ernie, from a 90s perspective, really enjoyed it. Me, from just Robert Kirkman, Joe Casey, a lot of heavy hitters on the first issue where this is supposed to be the new hotness. I don't know if it's going to be the new hotness, but I did enjoy the first issue. But the first issue also let me know that there are some Kirkmanisms that are in the first issue that some people, it might irk if they've read his Invincible. I don't want to go any further than that because that'll go into spoiler territory. But I enjoyed the first issue. I will not be buying a blind bag and will only be reading the second issue normally, like most people. Well, I'm not gonna take that chance. But yeah,
I would also say don't feel like you have to buy because I saw someone bring it up here earlier. Like, I don't feel like anyone has to buy a blind bag of this. I like and truth be told, the times I have bought blind bags, it was because like I already had the actual book itself. I don't buy because the way they've been doing these blind bags lately, I'd be like, man, I don't take any chances. Also, I want to show you something, Carter.
Okay.
I love shit like this. I love when people put shit like this in the first issue. This is the full fold out cover. This is across 4 whole Bristol boards. Because if you look closely, you can kind of see the Andy Kubert logo and all the stuff you usually see on an original art piece. But yeah, looking at this, I was like, bruh, that's a smooth $2,000 cover right there.
So
that's a smooth $2,000 right there.
So is it confirmed that when Chain Carter comes out, you getting it in single issues for the black and white of it all?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Where do you get the blind bags from? Your LCS. Now, if you don't want to go the blind bag route, you can just get cover A of the issues as they coming out. If you don't want to take the chance and get a blind bag, by all means.
Dude, look at that.
But that looks dope.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit right there.
That's dope.
Also, I can't say specifically, but it is implied that this character right here might be I won't say they're black, but they're definitely not white, I don't think.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's also the other thing. I didn't talk about this really, because it doesn't really come up it does come up in the first issue, but like
Yeah.
one thing that is of note, because I talked about how you have a genetic predisposition towards gaining superpowers.
Hmm.
When you go through the process that activates those genes, there is no guarantee that the transformation is going to be a good one. I don't want to go into all the specifics, but I'll just say there are 3 things that can happen to you when you get your powers. One of them is that you get the Crusher. You get the Crusher DLC. There's a universe.
I almost think that's spoiling it damn near.
No.
Here's one for you.
This will be easy. You can get the Crusher DLC,
Yeah.
or you can get this motherfucker's DLC.
Yeah.
Because this
I'll
person
tell you
is
what it
not an
reminded me
alien.
of.
This person is not an this is not an alien. That's a person who got turned into that.
There you go, deck it out. Inhuman Rules. I remember that dude. The boy
Mhm.
went blind, but his dog had his eyes. He had to see through the dog.
Oh, that's diabolical.
Those
Absolutely
are
diabolical.
totally Inhuman Rules. I remember that not Fantastic Four from the Venture Brothers, where their Human Torch, he was in a pod forever. Because as soon as he was let out that pod and oxygen hit him, he just combusted in the flames. So he just run around hollering the flame because he is burned the fuck up. He feels that pain. Absolutely. But
Yeah, like
I would not want to roll dice to look like that, big dog.
no, because like I said, like you look, and hell, even
Look
Cat
at that boy in
Daddy.
the background. Look at that nasty version of Oa.
Well, you see this? This is
Is that a
spoilers
part
for
of
this-
him?
No, this is a separate character back here.
That's a part-
Okay. So here's the funny part. Here's the funny part about this image.
Hey, Kirkman there with the board, bro. Our characters is gonna be our fucking heart.
Well, because like this, like so basically, and you can kind of see these 2 characters have very similar genetic enhancement, so there's probably something going on here. This character here who looks like Krang, that person is not an alien either. They were a human before they got their shit. Obviously, old boy
I'm not rolling
here,
them dice.
and then you got the legally distinct xenomorph up here. Oh, and you remember the eyeball, which we didn't even say anything about
We
the
didn't talk
eyeball,
about it.
but the eyeball. This is the antithesis to the eyeball. So somebody's so there you go.
That's the heart.
It's like,
That is
so
nuts.
and knowing what Carter and I know, and shout out to Carter for catching this because I actually didn't catch it at first. There's another character that shows up that has one eye missing, and then and I honestly didn't put the 2 and 2 together because I was reading it. I was just kind of like
I almost want you to show that part just to see so people can get an idea of what kind of time this book is on.
Okay, so here, fuck it. So there's a character. I'm gonna show you the character. First. I'm gonna show you what he looks like when you actually initially see him. So this guy right here, you see, he's got something going on here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what he's talking about. Don't worry about the conversation. Mind your business.
Don't worry about
him.
Mind your business. But then you get this, and then you see this earlier.
Can you go to the previous page where he was in the rain? Just
oh yeah.
The reason I'm laughing because, like, think about it. You see a storm outside, it's raining, and you know your mind when you see the rain and you in your robe, you instinctively start thinking about Usher's song "Let It Burn," and then your eyes start bleeding. What the hell?
Motherfucker, a whole eye going on.
Yeah, now I go to that one. Like,
okay, but yeah, and then like when you literally you cut to that, it's like this dude. Like I ain't gonna lie, I remember some fucking pollen got in my eye. Like this was like a couple of months back, I think. And some of y'all might remember, like my eye was like very fucking swollen. That's what I felt like.
Sneeze too hard,
man. Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, like I said, this book, like, and the solicits even say this. This book is ultra violent. It is a love letter to the '90s superhero team. Image Comics yesteryear. It
Yeah.
is very much in the vein of books like Invincible, X-Men, Wildcats, and so on and so forth. And I'm gonna be so for real. I think this is gonna be a book y'all want to keep your eyes on. I will say I don't think this book is for everybody. I'm gonna be very honest, very forthright. Say I don't think this book is for I mean, really, no book is for everybody. But like when I say that this book isn't for everybody, there are some elements of this book I can see turning people off. There's things that happen to certain characters, that you're like, oh shit. Yeah, there's a level of violence that I think might turn some people off. Some people might not like the fact that there's Negroes in it. I don't know. Shit, I don't know what your scruples are. What are your red lines, I guess, or hard lines or whatever.
Lord.
But yeah.
So
this is what's happening to Reed at midnight.
Oh, bruh.
Oh, Lord.
I'm actually getting to read those with all of them coming out on the same day. But I do want to keep it on Terminal real quick. If we can just keep it on the covers for a brief second when we were talking about not the covers, but the blind bags. We actually had one of Earth's mightiest. He is in the Discord, Wood Grain Gundam, because he was curious to hear your thoughts on it. So I'm hopefully you in this chat or you lurking and listening. But he said his goofy ass fell for the FOMO trap and he bought a set of 20 blind bags for Terminal. That boy said it is my first and last time ripping blind bags. He completed covers. He got A through E and he got issue 7 and 10. Out of 20 blind bags, he got, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 6 of one cover, 2 of one, 1, 2, 3, 4 of another cover.
What?
He got there's an advanced
Nigga.
Dog, I couldn't,
bruh. Oh yeah, okay. Look here.
That boy said,
I don't think they'll mind if I mean, because it's in the Discord. I don't think they'll mind if I show this. Yeah. Here.
That boy said, was it a waste of $45? Yes. Did I have fun ripping bags? No.
No. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd be swinging on somebody. I'd have to swing on somebody. He said, who need a coffee? He said, who need a coffee? Wait a minute. Here. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Yeah, because I'm looking at, I ain't gonna hold you, though. I do like the cover. I do like the cover distribution. Cover? Yeah, I like the cover distribution. And I think, what was it? Because I do see one in there. I think, wait, I can't tell if that's the one. But yeah, he's got pretty much, because he's got the one that we were just talking about here just a minute ago. Because I can see it at the very bottom. But he got that one sitting up in there. But he's got all the good ones. He's got all the good ones. I mean, shit. You don't really come out much better than that. And fucking issue 7 sitting up there.
What if the book don't even? What if you stop liking the book?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I would pull a Mr. Immortal and just jump out the window.
Like, think about it. Like, you really enjoyed that first issue, but then 2 through 5 was just not it for you.
Well,
but now you got all of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, because he's got, dude.
On the floor.
I think it's wild that he's got that many, like 6 copies of 10. Jesus, 6 copies.
Oh, you got them at? Did you get them at Golden Apple Company? I need to go over there, dog. I need to go over there.
That's why I'm sad I don't like. I mean, I'm actually no, I'm not sad I don't live like in that area because man, that shit ain't for the faint of heart.
That area's fine. That's.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the costs. I'm talking about cost. I'm talking about cost of living. Because every time you tell me about how much shit costs around there, I just get sad. But no, and then you showed me that video of the motherfucking crackhead on the bus, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I can't.
First of all, she was a meth head, number 1. Number 2.
Oh, sorry.
That was not a bus. She was on the train.
Oh, it's right. She was on the train. Still, that is wild to me. Motherfucker literally smoking a pipe on the train. On the train.
I was more mad at the dude who was right next to her, who didn't get up and move. You
Oh,
just
no,
sitting there looking disgusted that she had the nerve to do that next to you, but won't get your ass up and move. What is wrong with you? LA
Wait,
is a strange place.
Hold on, wait. Woodgrain said they sell it for 45. So they sell it for 45 online. What?
Some of those covers, I believe it.
I believe it. Yeah.
But yeah, Golden Apple were the ones who wanted you to do an interview with them. They want to talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I would. I don't know.
But that's another one of those cases where
I think
they think your
I
ass
lived
is
it.
in LA.
Yeah, I'm not in LA. That's the thing. But I mean, like I said, I would gladly take one.
Bird Nerd ain't lie to you. It's time to bust people heads for them prices, but dog. You better make that 45 back on at least 2 covers.
Oh man. So yeah, pack of 20. Yeah, pack of 20 for 45. Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Damn.
Jesus. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. Well, nah, I probably shouldn't. I just spent a lot of money on glasses. So
well, 45. That is nuts. Blind bags, Walter Burnett, are exactly what they sound like. You're paying for the mystique of what cover you're going to get of the comic book that you're buying. That's what they are.
It's
you
like
don't know
gotcha.
what the cover is.
Yeah, it's like
that's what X1 was saying there. It's a gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, you basically
you could get the cover you want, or you could just get a whole different goddamn issue or some shit.
He said, flame me. He said, flame me. He said, flame me. I deserve it. I mean, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't. Because personally.
No, you could.
I mean, I could. But here's the thing, though. I know there are comics that I would do something like this for, so I can't say too much. Like if they
throw
had
an apple at a motherfucker, they tell me 20 for 45. I ain't gonna lie to
you.
No,
if Farrell did like something like this where they had like, hey, you can get like 20 blind bags for $45. You just get whatever you get. Yeah. I would buy it. I would fucking buy it. I know I would, because I love Farrell that fucking much, and like I'd be like, ooh, I wonder what I'm gonna get. I'm that guy. I'm that guy. And you know what? Bird Nerd just said it right here. Spend $45 on worse shit. So I mean, yeah. Well, I said shit. They said things.
That's 2 extra value meals for 2 Postmates.
Well, right and see. And Elite just kind of point here, but Farrell has cool ass variant covers. That's exactly why I would do it.
Yeah, but I call variants. Bullshit on Ernie. I think you would get mad. You see the same goddamn Jason cover you bought a Farrell like 8 times in them variants.
Okay, I won't lie. I'm gonna tell you the only reason I wouldn't be mad about it.
28 dogs later, like you'll be a mad motherfucker. You'll be a mad motherfucker, bro.
Oh, dude, I didn't ask you. Have you read the most recent issue of Farrell?
No, I saw the cover when I was buying Zatanna and said no out loud. I am so nervous. And I hate that Farrell has me like that. Walter Burnett, you get them at comic shops. That's where you buy them. But no, when I saw that cover, I'm so nervous about what may happen to them dogs. As soon as I saw that, I said no and turned around. Like, even though I know it's a prequel, it seems like it. I think you told me it was a prequel.
Actually,
I don't care. I'm still scared. See, look at you. Look at you now. See, I'm terrified. I don't want one of them damn dogs to get the Walking Dead treatment. No.
So basically they do kind of play around with it, and then there's a reason for why things are the way they are. I won't go into that part, but I will say when you get to the issue, you find out very quickly it's not a prequel. It is actually.
When I saw it was dogs on the front, and it was an extra sized anniversary issue. I said, oh no. I know he did something blasphemous in this. I'm not reading that shit.
It's now, so it's funny you say that because this is a chunky sized anniversary issue. It is a smooth 32 pages of salvation in this book. But I will say it ends. This is the end of the most recent story arc and the beginning of a new one. But also, shit is about to get Wild.
It's still wild that this book is still going. Shout out to Tony Fleeks for still keeping people
Yes.
like glued to Pharaoh every month. Shout out to you for you a premise with an art style like that. Shout out to everybody because
yeah.
shout out to
Trish
everybody that does
Forstner.
stories
Yeah.
stories like this. Pharaoh, the hardcover I keep seeing, and I keep meaning to ask you about it. Yeah, because I don't know if you're gonna get it. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees.
Oh, yeah.
For people that would
When I
take
get
that
money.
route with their stories, because they got a gang of them hardcovers at my
Yeah.
shop.
Also,
they have both variants. But yeah,
the
shout out to
beauty,
you
the beauty of this book, you get to see all the precious kitties at the back. That's what I love about it. This is like your aftercare. After they've like
Of
beat
course.
your ass with like feels and absolute horror, they're like, hey, look at all the kitties. Look at all our kitties.
Would you would probably do that like puppy yoga and shit, wouldn't it?
Wait, puppy yoga?
There are spots here that do it to where it's you doing your yoga and it's literally just a gang of puppies running around.
I mean, sure. Oh, wow. There's a puppy yoga in Memphis? That's crazy.
There you go. Look at them. So it begins.
And so it begins. I mean, honestly, bro.
You saw something stupid. That's why you laughed. You saw something stupid.
No, look. So why is it when I type in puppy yoga and I click on image search? Why is this first thing I see? I'm like, whoa. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway,
Here's a question for you: is Terminal on Global Comics? I doubt it because
don't think so. I don't think it is.
it just hit Amazon. It just hit
yes.
Kindle.
Yeah, I believe so.
It hadn't even hit the Google Books yet, which is I hate that it's so delayed.
Interesting. That's crazy. No, I apparently when I went to Global Comics, said, "Hey, claim your free book," and I was like, "Excuse me." But yeah, I was like, I can claim a random and sundry.
Okay.
Wait, start your yep. Here, I'm gonna just do this so like it stops asking me.
All right. While he's looking, I'm gonna go in some of these super chats.
Go off, King.
All right. Tubes the one with the $2. He said he's delivering pizzas right now, but he's talking about the different groups in Terminal. He said the Bruce Leroy's versus the Shownuffs. Okay.
That is a that is yeah, that's a setup right there. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, we got a 5 from Vale Delir. Said Cuzzo and I wanted to see Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm pretty sure you meant Brand New Day, but he's immunocompromised. He always wanted to go to a con, so this is his first. A Navy vet. Shout out to him,
dude. Hell yeah, man, dude. Look, get one of these.
Just don't put him. This is a con, so prepare him for the smells. Just prepare that man.
Oh,
he is a veteran.
Yeah.
So
don't make
put him back in the trenches when he go to these cons and smell them smells. Okay, you thought Smash Players was bad. All right. We have another 5 from Benjamin Loudley. He said blind bags need to start coming with those bullshit "if you think you have a problem" numbers they put at the end of gambling ads.
If you or somebody you know has a blind bag problem.
Yeah,
call
we
this
got
number.
we got one here from X1, the $2. He said, Strange New Worlds has been back for 2 weeks now. Color me excited to learn that Starfleet has a Division 12 that investigates paranormal and other phenomena the science can't explain. Basically, Trek X-Files research Anson Mount's hair ASAP.
Oh yeah, no, that motherfucker's hair stay high. Like that. Have you seen Hell on Wheels with the high and tight?
Yes. Yes, I have.
And his hair gets taller. His hair gets taller every season. Like that motherfucker's hair. It's wild because like I was like, bro, like, and apparently they actually do have a thing that like goes through like the process that he has. Like, dude, look at it. Look at how high this shit is. Look how high up this shit. Like, goddamn, motherfucker. Like, Jesus. But I ain't gonna lie. I love me some strange. I've been enjoying Strange New Worlds. That shit is off the chain. That is probably some of the best Star Trek you'll see for quite some time. But no, I just looked, and Terminal is, as far as I can tell, no, it is not. And also, this might be a direct result of the fact that they're no longer going to be putting like day one releases up. Now, it's not to say that, you know, maybe it won't show up on there later, but yeah, I don't think they're going to be putting that one on there like month to month. Like they might do some other things. I think Image is supposed to be like getting away from doing that with Global Comics, but that's sadly another story altogether. I'll have to look into that.
With that out of the way, we do not have any questions in the Discord this week, so we good on that one.
Okay. I have, okay, this actually came in earlier. I meant to look at this earlier, but I just didn't get to it. This is from Scotty Too Hottie. It says Atlantic has an AI watchdog list, and you can check to see if a person or title has been used to train AI. They give reported people and titles that AI is trained off of listing the specific works. I have to and goes on to say your name popped up on the list of creators whose works have been trained to use AI, just FYI. I think I'll have to look and see what it is exactly, but I'm almost positive it's probably, I don't know if it's my like artwork or anything, but I know for a fact it's probably this, because I don't think I clicked a bunch of shit that basically said I don't want my shit used in any of that stuff, but and also I did it with Instagram. Any meta platform, you can actually go into your settings. I think it's in your privacy, and like turn off like, you know, them allowing AI to like train off of like whatever it is that you post. But yeah, I'll have to look and see like what it is exactly, but if it is what I think it is, I'm gonna be pissed. But I was gonna be pissed regardless, so yeah, may as well be mad. We got this is more of a PSA talking about the Absolute Wildcats omnibus. I was curious about this because I heard this was a thing. But I never heard anything about it since it's yeah, it says apparently it's been canceled. The Absolute Wildcats omnibus.
Was it a Kickstarter?
No. This was so basically what it was the first like 13 issues of yeah, I think it was the first 13 issues of Wildcats. And issue number 50, which is a weird gap because it's like, dude, that's a lot of shit to leave out. But I guess it's because that was the stuff that like Jim Lee and Brandon Choi did, more or less. It's got Cyberforce number 1 through 3, Wildcats number 1, and Wildcats X-Men The Silver Age number 1. And also has remaster colors for issues of 1 through 4 of Wildcats, and the unpublished script for Wildcats number 2.
That's kind of
a new cover,
bro. Because shit, they just came out with a fucking Absolute Batman: The White Knight. They just came out with that, which is, it's not even the whole series. It's the first story, White Knight, and it's an absolute version of the first story, and it's an absolute version of the first story, just in black and white. So how is it you can put out that for a bill? You can put the same story out twice in 2 different formats, but you can't do Wildcats. When that is something that hella people been clamoring for. I would have give me that over fucking Indiana Jones.
Yeah, no, I would much rather have that than fucking Indiana Jones any day of the fucking week. Hold
on now. Watch your mouth. That's Jason Aaron, right? Indiana Jones now. Watch your mouth.
I think he'll understand. So I did find it. I actually figured out what it is that they trained AI on my stuff. Apparently it was intern vid And basically, they took 3 of my videos. How Exodus will make Krakoa believe again. Immortal X-Men #5. Heroes in Crisis #4. Lois and Lane betray the League's trust. And in DC Comics doubles down. And let's talk about why Dark Beast is already on Krakoa in X-Force #34. It's weird. They picked really old videos and not even any of my best ones. But yeah, hey, you do what you got to do. But yeah, that's crazy. And thank you for the heads up. Because goddamn. Let's look at we got one here. This one Bill says question. Due to the impacts of Chapek, is Mahershala's blaming to Feige valid? Also hoping for Wonder Man to win an Emmy to undo a cancellation.
The cancellation. Didn't undo Lovecraft Country.
It sure fuck didn't. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Mahershala Ali has every right to be miffed. And Kevin Feige, I think, actually understands. Because he literally said it.
Feige blamed himself. So
Yeah.
if he can do it, yeah, Mahershala can absolutely do it.
Well, I think what it was is that, like, because what was it? So I think Kaori was telling me this. That yeah, they went through 8 writers, multiple directors, multiple cast members leaving. Like, I'm sorry, but that's a bad sign, because that's the same shit that happened to The Flash. The Flash went through multiple directors, multiple writers, shit like that. That's usually a death sentence for a movie, because it lets you know there's no clear direction. Not only that, but what was the most common thing we kept hearing from people who supposedly had inside information, inside baseball and this shit? The most common thing you heard people say is that Blade wasn't even a main character in his own movie. That, like, the movie seemed to have more focus on other characters. Characters that nobody gave a fuck about. Like, they weren't like characters that you'd be like, ooh, yeah, I really want this character's movie. It's like, no, we want Blade. We want Blade. We don't want random character 256 over here being the main character of the Blade movie and not the motherfucker whose name is on the marquee. So there you have it. So yeah, I honestly, I don't blame Mahershala at all. I think he said nothing wrong. But I do also agree with Carter that I do not think that winning an Emmy is going to save Wonder Man, because at the end of the day, it's really just free marketing for the studio more than it is the TV show or whatever itself. Honestly, there's no universe where I even believe that they had any actual real intention of making a season 2. Like, I know they announced one, but I mean, they did it so tepidly that, like, it's kind of like, oh, y'all probably aren't going to go through with this. Even when they initially said they were going to do it, I was kind of like, they probably won't. And then you look at, okay, look. You also look at the fact that they even said that the next time we see Wonder Man again will probably be in one of the movies. So, and honestly, I'm fine with that. I actually don't even need another TV show. I mean, I would have liked one, but I felt like Wonder Man, it felt like it was pretty fucking self-contained.
Boom. That stops my question. That stops my question. No, well, somebody else asked it, is like, did y'all really want a season 2 of Wonder Man?
Not really. Yeah. I liked it. I liked it a lot. That's the sad part. I liked it a lot, but I mean, but still, I don't want it if they don't have a story to tell. Like, don't just make season 2. Like, there's a difference between Daredevil Born Again getting a season 2 and Wonder Man getting a season 2. Like, Daredevil Born Again had a very clear cliffhanger ending, and they were already shooting Daredevil Born Again season 2 while Born Again season 1 was airing. And they did the same thing for season 3. Season 3 was being shot while 2 was on the air. That's how we got all those
Mhm.
leaks about Luke Cage and Iron Fist and
Yep.
whatnot and what
Sure
have you.
did.
So I mean, there's a difference. So if there was any
I don't
clear
wanna-
actual intention, we would already
Yeah.
have been hearing about Wonder Man getting filmed while they were putting out the first season, and it was already public knowledge they didn't even want to release Wonder Man to begin with. They wanted to
Hey.
shelve it.
Wonder Man is just another case of a good Marvel Comics miniseries. That was
Yeah.
a good 6-issue trade. I
Yeah.
didn't want Wonder Man to be. I didn't want it to have Last of Us syndrome. And what I mean by that is I'm talking about the game, not the show.
Not the show.
Where the first game had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and didn't need shit else.
Nope.
And then the second game came out. And there are a lot of people that they feel like me. Nothing against that second game, but that second game was not needed. You were good where you were, and I felt that way with.
They should have made a new
Wonder
property.
Man. I know that pisses several people off. I saw folks getting into it in Discord, but well, I wanted to see. Okay,
but it didn't need one. Honestly, I felt like here's the thing: we need to stop having sequel like this need for sequelitis, or whatever you want to call it. We don't need that shit anymore. Yeah, like I don't think there's a need for it. I think that sometimes things should end, and having an ambiguous ending is not always a bad thing. Like, there are some things where, okay, here's a perfect example: Crank.
Okay.
I remember when Crank came out. I was like, oh, cool. He dies at the end. End of story. Moving on. Then they came out with a sequel. And sequel to me, I know some people enjoyed it. I was like, this is dumb. I was like, we are surpassing.
We are full on video game territory now.
Yeah. This is a full on fucking video game movie. Can we please not? Like, I was like,
oh
I was
man,
like,
I went and saw High Voltage in theaters. God damn it,
man. I ain't gonna hold you. I know people weren't saying this shit back when this originally happened, but like when I saw that, when I remember I was at a movie theater and saw the trailer for High Voltage, I literally was like, fries in the bag, okay? Like fries in the bag. I don't need
I saw that shit opening weekend. I ain't ashamed to say it. Saw that shit opening weekend. Saw it that Friday. Sure did.
I mean, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
I'm mad at myself, but I'm gonna own it though.
That's another story.
Own it, though.
Well, here's the thing. I say let's answer some questions real quick.
Let's do it. Let's get some more.
And let's
get up out of here.
Let's get it done. Next question is going to be from Super Meachmas. This question is: either of you checked out Lord of Mysteries? So it's funny you bring this up. Lord of Mysteries is it's an anime that dear friend TC Harris put me on game about, and I'm actually going to be checking it out here very soon. I just haven't had the time, but it looks interesting. It's a Chinese. It's basically based off a Chinese like webtoon, web novel, whatever the fuck. But yeah, looks interesting. I've heard it has some really crazy shit that goes off in it. Next one we got is Arcane Payaso says, did y'all really want a season 2? Oh, this was the one you were talking about.
Yeah, this one we answered.
Yeah. We already did. Never mind. Well, then you're answered. We got Screwface Comes question. This is the Snowfall fanboy me speaking, but since Damson Idris won't be Black Panther, what MCU role could he play? I saw someone the other day said, well, shit, if Mahershala is out, just cast a younger Blade and just make it him. I saw someone say that the other day.
Absolutely not.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't want to see Damson Idris's Blade. I'm gonna tell you who I think he should be instead. The reason I don't want to see Damson Idris's Blade is because every time that I would see, I'm not saying he couldn't do it. I think he could, but the whole time, every time he would turn around and try and do something cool, I would just be thinking about crackhead.
First of
Franklin.
all, he wasn't a crackhead. He was a drunk. That's first.
Oh, sorry. Well, that too. I'd be thinking of yes, I'd be thinking of the Alky Franklin, or every time I would just be expecting him to say, "I built this shit."
Yeah. And that's what I said online. Is like, I think if he ended up being T'Challa, it would just be a bunch of motherfuckers showing Snowfall gifs and just putting the Black Panther helmet on Franklin. I saw one thing on Threads I thought was gross. They said, I can't remember the person's name, but he was by himself. Everybody collectively just like, no, nigga. The black dude from the Odyssey, the one black dude in the Odyssey, the first victim of Matt Damon's arrow at the end, as soon as he realized that was Odysseus, that brother, they said, should be the next Blade. Corey Hawkins, Connor Hawkins, some.
I haven't even seen the Odyssey, so I have no clue what's going on. Oh, him? No.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I said, you by yourself on that one. I would scream.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Look, Dr.
No.
Dre, Dr. Dre, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No,
But I tell you who.
Oh, go ahead, go off.
Tell me how you feel about this, and I think it'll fit in line with everybody bringing up fucking Snowfall. Prodigy.
For Damson?
Yeah. In your face.
No, I'm good. I'm good
Really?
on that. Nah.
Okay.
No, thank you. No, just make that motherfucker like
I really don't see him as anybody in the MCU, to be honest with you.
I mean, I can't think. You know what? I tell you what I would actually. I'll tell you what I would rather see.
Nigga said Dr. Voodoo almost banned you.
I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I can't see that one either. No, I mean,
let's see how that Children of the Blood movie worked before you talk about some goddamn Dr. Voodoo.
Well, I don't know, man, because man, that whole situation is so fucking ass backwards. It's not
confusing.
Well, because like,
girl, what is you saying?
Well, because she said a lot, but didn't say nothing. Yeah, she said a lot without saying. She didn't say nothing really. And like everybody kept saying, "Oh, she spilled the tea," and I was like, "She didn't say shit." I was like, "What the fuck did she say?" That was like all she said was that she had a panic attack and like that she doesn't ever want to see the movie. And I was like, there was no tea there. She didn't like honestly. Oh no, I got to show you this shit because I know you gonna fucking laugh. I know you gonna fucking laugh. God damn it.
She didn't even go in the cabinet. What tea?
Right? I'm just saying. But no, did you see that there was that someone had actually responded? Someone of who I think actually has a little bit of a vested interest in the conversation. That maybe people aren't even thinking about.
Okay, Aldous Hodges, Blade, y'all just bringing up black folks, y'all.
Yeah, y'all just bringing up random niggas.
No, this is that David Washington shit all over again.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna pull this up so y'all can see it, but says Children of Blood and Bone author says film adaptation is worst thing she's lived through. Well, look down here. Oh wait, here, let me.
Who is that?
Christopher Paolini. Well, Christopher Paolini is the author of the books that the movie Aragon was based on.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
He said first time, huh? He said first time, huh? Well, no, because the reason is that like from what I'm not going to claim to have any inside baseball or information about this shit, but basically, to my understanding, the way it has been put, she was given unprecedented control over that movie, like more control than a first time author, like not saying she's an unknown, but just like she's not like she is a big name because Children of Blood and Bone broke off. Like it went off.
This here, I saw that post on Threads. Yeah.
Yeah, she so she basically got an opportunity very few people ever get. And basically, I think what happened was, I think she might have flew too close to the sun. I think there's a universe. I think there's a universe in here. Let me just pull this back up. But like, I think there's a universe where she flew just a little bit too close to the sun and tried to big dog and be like, no, I want it done this way. And they were like, look, we gave you some control. We didn't give you that much control. And I feel like not, and who's to say there could have been other things that were going on, maybe because everybody seems to be focusing on Amanda Stenberg. But the thing is, like, she won't say what Amanda did that led to her blocking Amanda. Like, none of that's been addressed.
About Niobe. I just want you to tell me
right what
happened. What's the problem? Because that little video you put out yesterday, dog, that wasn't
talking.
What was what happened? What happened? That's it. You want to explain things to people. You want people to understand your frustrations and your sadness about something that was near and dear to you. That you got to open your mouth and say something of substance, not a bunch of fucking crazy gibberish that makes sense to you.
Well, and I think, and maybe some people, I don't know, maybe some people understand this, maybe some people won't, but I kind of feel like when I got done with that video, because I didn't watch the video from her directly. I watched, Jamie, of Black Girl Nerds. I was watching her watch the video because she was giving her commentary and her response. And honestly, I agree with Jamie 100%. Like, because she basically said what we're saying. Like, she didn't really say anything. Yeah, something happened, but none of us know what it is. And and none of us should really be too quick to cast any judgment on any one specific person, because we're only getting one side of a story and we're not even getting the whole side of it. But shout out to Black Girl Nerds and Jamie. She does fantastic work. But when I got done with that video, Carter, and I know you'll get a kick out of this, but this was the first thing I even thought of.
And what you're talking about ain't hitting on nothing with me. What you're saying ain't hitting on nothing.
Because I was basically like, look, I don't know what the fuck going on, but I was like, you ain't making no case for me. I mean, yeah, I think it sucks that you had a panic attack. I think it sucks that, like, you feel like you were being silenced. And I think it sucks that you don't want to watch the adaptation of a book that you created. But I'm going to be real with you. You ain't the first motherfucker that's ever felt that way about a movie adaptation of your work. Plenty of people who have created stories have felt that way. Hell, Alan Moore. Alan Moore refuses.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. The creator refuses to get a root put on us.
Dude. But no, I just want to know. I just want the woman to actually speak clear and concise about what's happening, because she's not doing that, and I feel like it's unfortunate, but it's doing more harm than good for her that she's not being more like clear in what she's saying. That's all it is. I just want to know what happened. I can't be on your side about nothing if I don't know what happened to you. Yeah, you just getting more people fucking against you because you just speaking in fucking riddles and shit.
Yes,
I'm not playing Arkham Asylum. I did not watch your video to get a goddamn Riddler trophy. Explain yourself.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And then last one, Second Chronicle says, question, should we have ever gotten more of Runaways or Cloak and Dagger? What's your thoughts, Carter?
Runaways, sure. I think they were doing something fun with Runaways. I think the problem was it was on Hulu. I think that's the problem with a lot of the Marvel shows that go over there. They don't really, they're circling the drain, kind of like Valiant Comics. So, but I do think Runaways, you had something fun with Runaways that could have gone into like more of the younger side of things, because a lot of that Brian K. Vaughan stuff that he did with Runaways was really fun. It was really good. So Runaways,
and the show was good. Yeah,
Cloak
show's
and
good.
Dagger, no, I think you would have to start from scratch on Cloak and Dagger. I think the fact that they put that on ABC Family or whatever they
A
renamed
freeform.
and apples and tomatoes, they're all the same fruit.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know about Cloak and Dagger. That one I don't know about. I think, but I would put. Oh, this is gonna get me in trouble. I would put the Runaways and that mutant joint Gifted that was on Fox. I would say those are the ones I think you could bring those back. I think you could bring those back. I think those got done dirty a little bit. You could have done way more with those.
I never finished season 2 of The Gifted, but I did like it. I did like The Gifted, but the Gifted. The problem that I have with The Gifted was that it was very obvious. We're never gonna get like the shit we want to see.
Oh no,
because they were too busy like, oh, we're gonna dance
Jubilee
around
cousin,
these
big dog. You are still on basic TV, big time. You gonna get a Cajun motherfucker that knows. You might get Gavin Guidry on the goddamn episode. He from Louisiana. He like Gavin, but you ain't finna get what you want, big time. Sorry.
Right? Yeah, like you ain't
Polaris
gonna
on
get
there. We finna see a motherfucker
Polaris.
wearing red with it back to the camera, but you ain't getting Magnus.
You ain't getting Magneto.
You
No.
not getting that.
Look, Max Eisenhart is unavailable. Max Eisenhart is unavailable.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
gonna see a motherfucker wearing a red suit with his back to the camera with Polaris saying, "Hey, Dad." Credits. That's all you get.
Yeah, because I think like the most like because Sage was on the show, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Sage was on the show. You had Thunderbird and you had Polaris. And really of like mutants that people would like really want to see, like, yeah, you're not gonna get Jubilee. You're not even going to get Skids. Probably. You're not even gonna get Flame Fist. You're not gonna see. You're gonna see characters who. Hey, wait a minute. Is that Cyclops over there? Oh no, that's not Cyclops. That's Cyclops's high school classmate that bullied him in the bathroom. That he had shot with the lasers, but he ain't shot him with the lasers yet. That's why he's still here.
No, that was just it ain't even got to go like that, big dog. You can just say no, that's Rodney Summers. You don't know about him though. That's Rodney Summers.
Yeah.
He was the
Not
cousin.
Rodney.
Yeah, that was Rodney Summers. Like he was the cousin that would come over and play with Scott when Alex was at school. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that Scott didn't like that auntie because the auntie had the mustache and was always kissing him on the cheek. That's Rodney Mama. That's Rodney Summers. That's what you're getting.
Look, instead of getting
near
Charles Xavier.
Everybody forgets about Hellstrom because nobody watched Hellstrom. And the people who watched Hellstrom told everybody else not to watch Hellstrom, and everybody followed directions. That's why I don't know about talking about fucking Hellstrom. That's why.
I ain't gonna hold you. I forgot Hellstrom was a fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I like that character.
Here we go. I give you one right now. Okay. Hit Monkey was fun. Monkey was fun. I enjoyed a little bit of the. Here's my problem with the Runaways. I think I enjoyed the Runaways because Cole was on it. That's why I like the Runaways.
You know what? Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that.
But no, Hit Monkey was fun. I did not watch MODOK because I'm super straight. I am not trying to watch a show dedicated to no goddamn MODOK.
It was cute for like the first couple of episodes, but it wore out its welcome real fast.
Okay. I used to see a lot of billboards about Hellstrom here, but that was it. I would see it on all kinds of park benches and buses. But
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I saw advertising for it and people were talking about it. I think it even got talked about here to a lesser extent.
Okay.
I just didn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, I was like, dude, like it became very clear that they didn't give a fuck either. The people making the show didn't give a fuck.
I'll tell you another thing that did it dirty. It wasn't premium. What do you mean by that, Carter?
Oh.
A lot of people are going to check out on them shows anyway, just off the strength that they are not on Netflix. So the fact that it is on quote unquote, like some people look at it like cheap ass Hulu, oh, you know that shit's whack.
If
If
it came out
Netflix
on
couldn't
Hulu,
get it, but Hulu
yeah.
got it, you know it's bad. A
Well,
lot of people like that.
And I think if it came out on Hulu today, the perception would be different. But yeah, it came out at a time where Hulu was considered like the redheaded stepchild of streaming services.
Tubi.
Yeah, like honestly, yeah, it was Tubi before Tubi.
Yeah, green
and then,
Tubi.
Yeah, it was green Tubi. And then once Hulu got its weight up and became a force, that would be the time to put Hellstrom on. But at the end of the day, I think actually would also be worse for the property because people are like, oh no, no, I'm good on this because I ain't gonna hold you. That show was some cheeks, straight up and down. There was no.
I'd rather stay over here on Netflix watching Lucifer. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you because I have
go
not
ahead.
seen it from Lamar Norman. He said, question, hey, Blerd, and I'm taking myself out of it. Do you think that X-Men 97 trying to make Bishop and Polaris a thing?
Yes. I actually said it in my reaction video to the episode because
so
when
you would have got your answer had you watched this shit. You bullshit.
I'm just saying. Well, no, when I was watching it, when I watched the previous episode, Danger.exe, it seemed like they were making eyes at each other, but I was like, nah, maybe I'm being paranoid. And then you get to the next episode that came out this week, and it's like, oh, they're making more eyes at each other. Like, they have a whole thing where like the two characters, they fall out of the Blackbird. Like basically Polaris, like slight spoiler for the episode, but basically they go to the Savage Land and the power inhibitor that Mr. Sinister used to have in the Savage Land is active. So all their powers get shut off and the plane gets shot and Bishop flies out the plane, but nobody's got powers. And Polaris literally risked her life. Like, she was the first motherfucker to get up and she dashed out the plane with a parachute. She ain't got no powers, mind you, she can't fly. So she could catch that motherfucker and put the fucking parachute on him. And when they land, she lands on top of him. And they share a smile. Like she don't immediately just jump up off of him. Like like she stays laying on him for a few more seconds and, they both kind of smile at each other. And there's a couple more times where, like, in the episode, they kind of make little, like, puppy dog eyes at each other. So, yeah, like, I kind of thought that was the case when I was watching the episode, the previous episode, because I was like, I wonder if Polaris wants to get with Bishop, because basically, like, at a time where she was kind of, like, iffy with her powers, and she was worried she was going to lose control, I wonder if that's why, because Bishop can take what she has to dish out, like... Because that was one of those things that comes up in the previous... No, it's the thing that comes up. He's like, hey, if you get out of control, he's like, I got you. He's like, I got
Lucas
you.
said, I can take that snoo. Green, red, don't matter what it is. I heard
he said,
that.
Put that...
That boy said, gave that brother some pole nani.
No,
Lord have mercy.
no,
Lord
you
have mercy.
didn't. Well, no, man. Look, that man. Look, hey, man, got green. Hey, green lipstick, man. Green lipstick. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
All right.
Anyway,
you wanna
that's
get this
all.
last one from John Stewart, or you done with it?
Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we get this. It says, do you think Gambit killed Apocalypse or Apocalypse transferred to Gambit's body? You know what? That is a good thought.
That'd be one way to get death. He was a horseman.
Yeah. Like, personally, I think, like, okay, I like to operate off of Occam's razor. Part of me thinks, you know what? Yeah, no, he did. Because there's something he said early on. He made a comment, or a comment was made to him about not having to go through the regeneration process again.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually do think he took Gambit over. I don't think, which is gonna make it a little more interesting because that, like I said, they're kind of like everything they do in these episodes is basically a loose adaptation. But yeah, I do think that is the case. I actually do think that's the case. Gambit, his body has been taken over, I believe, by Apocalypse. I I am just this. I am so certain that I'm this close to even. I would even put money on it.
Okay.
But you know what? With that, bam, that is the show, y'all. Let's get the fuck up out of here. Carter, you got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
No.
I'll just say real quick, hey, look, if you enjoyed any of this, make sure you do the things. Hit that like button so that way YouTube shows you more videos like this. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell. That way you don't miss more of my videos and live streams. Also, I would like to remind you guys, become part of the Hype Squad. If you see any of my videos, new videos out there in the wind, please take the time to use your hype to hype those videos up so that way we can get these videos pushed out to even more people, grow the community, grow the channel, and make even more stuff possible than what would normally be possible. That said, also keep an eye out because I meant to have out my X-Men 97 episode 7 like full like breakdown of stuff that you probably missed. I meant to have it out by today, but honestly it was a lot, and I'm gonna finish it today, and if I can get it finished today, patrons, because yeah, I tell you what, this is kind of way I've been kind of splitting the difference on patrons and channel members because of the whole YouTube being funky about me putting up the full reactions.
Yeah.
I've decided that the best way to do that is just to give people who are on the channel member side of things early access, and then give the unedited stuff to the patrons because it's just easier. I don't have to go through any hoops because every time I upload one of these things to YouTube, even the edited versions of the reactions I post, sometimes I have to go back and re-edit them 2, 3, sometimes 4, 5, and 6 times before YouTube will actually let them stay. Otherwise they get blocked immediately. So that's why, like, the stuff that you and I were plotting, it's going to be a Patreon thing. And we might do, like, I might make, like, shorter, like, edited versions of them, maybe, but it depends on the work. Because that's a lot of shit. But that said, do keep an eye out for that video, and yeah. Oh, and next week, we will be doing on Nerds of Culture, we'll be doing the Spider-Man Brand New Day spoiler discussion. And I think next Saturday, I think next Saturday for the Blur Cave is TBD. We haven't decided yet what we're going to talk about, but I'm sure we'll come up with some ideas of some stuff we want to discuss. Because full disclosure, we didn't decide we wanted to talk about Terminal until literally last night. But anywho's, with that said, for Carter Presents, I am the Blerd without fear. Who should get it, Carter? Who should get it? Oh, I know who. Tuskegee University?
We coming for you, nigga!